Do I look like J-Lo? Can they tell it's Tori?
You're on.
Oh. Hey guys, just so you know, Tori here from Daily Blast Live. You might be confusing me with J-Lo, but it's not, it's Tori. I know we look super similar in this outfit. No, I am trying to go for kind of a sleek, chic look. And we'll see how it plays on TV. You guys tell me what you guys think. So what we wanted to talk about today was, hello.
New day, new day.
New day, new day, new day. It's exciting. So we wanted to talk about this. This is the, is it AFI?
Time Magazine.
Time Magazine, there it is. It's right there, isn't it? Time Magazine Top 10 Movies of 2017. Want to know what you guys saw, what you guys felt. Also, top grossing movies of 2017. Are there any that are on both?
No.
0. That's interesting, huh? Yeah. So the moneymakers aren't critically acclaimed, as we shall say. So would you rather be a moneymaker or critically acclaimed? I think I'd rather be critically acclaimed. Okay. Yeah. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Cal. Okay, so let's just start here. The Post, which is, of course, Steven Spielberg's upcoming movie. Tom Hanks plays Ben Bradley at the Washington Post, hence the name The Post. Meryl Streep is in it. I believe this is the first time they've ever been together, ever. Very exciting. It's got rave reviews. I just watched a documentary on Spielberg, and man, was it good. I think it's called Spielberg. Shocking, I know. On HBO, and it was delightful. And he's just an adorable child, but you get to see him coaching people through E.T., like Drew Barrymore in E.T., and it is delightful, and at one point he scares her a little too much. But The Post is going to be great. It's going to get Oscars, obviously. Meryl Streep breathes, and she gets an Oscar for, like, exhalation. So The Post, let me know what you guys think about this. Lady Bird is one that I am desperate. This is the #1 movie I want to see. Directed by Greta Gerwig, who is a Barnard College University grad, a musical theater person, but she has a great new voice, modern, really great. And Laurie, it's about someone growing up in the suburbs in the early 2000s, and Laurie Metcalf is her mom, and it's just, doesn't everyone just love Laurie Metcalf? Oh, from Roseanne to the hospital one. Well, I'm not giving Laurie Metcalf a real rave review there, but she's wonderful. She's been in theater. She's just phenomenal, and she's getting her comeuppance. And she plays the mom too. I'm saying this wrong. Does anyone know how to say this? The Sawaris? It's like Shira or something. The Irish wonderful actress who leads Lady Bird. Saoirse? Saoirse. It is Saoirse. Thank you. See, it's something very strange. It's spelled like S-A-O-R-I-S, click, click, E. But it's Saoirse, and she's phenomenal. So they play mother and daughter, and it looks great. It looks really, there's a scene where they're in a thrift shop, and they're going through it, and Laurie Metcalf's yelling at her, and she's like, you're infuriating me. How can you say that? What are you saying? Oh my God, look at this outfit. Isn't it? I love that. So it's just like me and my mom. So really big standout. Remember, this is the best reviewed movie of all time on Rotten Tomatoes. A huge 100% still with over 170 reviews. So everyone check out Lady Bird, The Lost City of Z. Now this is adapted from a 2009 David Grant's bestseller, and it is basically about the real-life British explorer Percy Fawcett. By the way, Kelly, great names, Percy and Fawcett. Although, sounds like a sink in a bathroom, but I do. The Percy Fawcett is very cool. It is played by the one, the only Charlie Hunnam, who you know was groans from women and men around me. He was supposed to play Christian Grey in 50 Shades of Grey. He's a hunky-dory, lovely man. Let me know if you guys have seen any of these. Basically, it's like a mysterious world called Eden that he's obsessed with. It's really grand, and it's supposed to be really, really great. So that's this one. Personal shopper is Kristen Stewart. And guess what, guys? Rave reviews. I have never liked Kristen Stewart. I think she's so boring, but guess what? Rave reviews for this. Phenomenal reviews. She's basically an American living in Paris, and she is working at a job that she hates, and she's trying to reach her deceased twin brother Oliver through seances and all that kind of stuff. So apparently rave reviews. Again, please write me your favorite movies of 2017. I'm just going through Time Magazine's favorite. What are your favorite movies that you've seen this year? Moving on to Ketty is about Istanbul and cats.
sometimes when I go.
Or Cats in Istanbul. It's got a really interesting part about the mixture of two kind of commonplace things in Turkey, and I don't know much about it. It's a documentary, but I kind of want to see it. Maybe like get tipsy one day and just be like, Cats? Istanbul! Why not? You know what I'm saying? Ellis Walker, I would love to see Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 and The Lost City. I kind of love that. Maybe we could go together. Also, great picks on both sides. Jason Potter, happy Friday, everyone. Jason, you know, I'm going to be calling you Gryffindor for Jason Potter. Get it? Harry Potter? Okay.
Other than that,
Call me. Kelly got it. And I got a Brett applause. That's
be a
exciting.
second, though.
Call Me By Your Name, which is not a sex-themed, you know, or Beyonce. A precocious 17-year-old is ready for a boring summer in an Italian villa, but who walks in? Armie Hammer shows up, and there's this sort of languorous love affair in Italy, and I don't think I need to say anything more. That's all you need to know. It's a very interesting sort of like long, bittersweet, dreamlike, a little bit of a Woody Allen like Midnight in Paris type of feeling to it. So Call Me By Your Name. That's not my name. Call Me By My Name. Okay. Singing Mary says, I want to see the Spielberg doc as well, and I want to see Wonder. So we interviewed Singing Mary. We just interviewed Jacob Tremblay. I'm sure you saw. I have a hard time with movies like that because I'm just, I don't know. It's like seeing Marley and Me. Like, I'm going to just have a hard night, you know? So I hear it's great. No, I hear Julie Roberts is great, Jacob Tremblay is great, but it's a drama that I might not be involved in. All right.
You're beautiful today.
Thank you.
Guys,
thank you.
Tori Shulman.
People thought I was J-Lo for a long, long time. No one thought
the
it was
blonde
good.
gives it away.
I know, right? And then finally, Dunkirk, which is of course the Christopher Nolan war movie with Andrew Garfield. I haven't seen it, but I'm dying to see it. Faces, Places. Actually really cute. It's a driving movie, like road trip movie. I know I look like I'm like an attorney who's not ready for the courtroom. Okay, it's a documentary. A Belgian-born filmmaker teams up with a 34-year-old street artist, and they just drive, and it's really, really cute. Totally want to see that. Look at all Ketty and Faces Places, both documentaries. Get Out, Jordan Peele's amazing societal commentary on African-American and white culture. Allison Williams, phenomenal. He should be making a million more movies. We're all excited to see it. Just, if you haven't seen it, get out and see it. And finally, Girls Trip, which introduced us to the world, to Tiffany Haddish.
Yeah.
She's a stand-up comic that both Al and I love. Al knows her personally. It's just a raunchy girls trip, and finally it's done right. It's a bit like The Hangover, but done correctly, and Tiffany Haddish is the breakout star. So let me know which one of these you guys want to see. My first one I want to do is Lady Bird, and kind of the Cats documentary, Ketty, and Dunkirk. So let me know what you know. The Post is... It's a Spielberg, Streep, Hanks. I'll rent it. No, I'm just kidding. It's going to be amazing. Again, a Bob of the Washington Post. Hanks plays Ben Bradley, the editor at the Washington Post that allowed the Pentagon Papers to come through. I lived in D.C. My dad was an attorney during that time, so it's like really warmed to my heart. So let's see what we got. Diane Sawyer. I saw Wonder last weekend. It's very good. I've only heard good things about Wonder. Very, very good things about Wonder. All right, let's take a look at the top grossing. Beauty and the Beast, Wonder Woman, obviously. Now, who thought that would be at the top? I definitely thought Wonder Woman would have been at the top, so that's interesting. And then we have Guardians of the Galaxy 2, Spider-Man, It, which scared everyone, Thor Ragnarok, which you guys is hilarious, Despicable Me, Logan, Fate of the Furious, and Justice League. Beauty and the Beast, just so you guys know, grossed $504 million. Wonder Woman grossed $412 million. So I definitely thought those were reversed, kind of surprising. Let me know if that surprised you. And It is at $327 million. So let us know what your favorite movies of 2017. We're going to move on to a new topic. Go ahead.
I like The Big Sick a lot.
The Big Sick by Kumail Nanjiani. Hilarious, true story about his wife who went into a coma. A screenwriter, phenomenal, good choice.
Right?
Brooks, it's on the AFI's top 10, so go watch The Big Sick. I wanted to bring up a new point. Someone posted on, Chris, do you have this stuff for Markle? Thank you. I'm going to give this to you. GMA just wrote this. Good Morning America. We wanted to ask you guys. Good Morning America tweeted, for many women, Meghan Markle's engagement offers, quote, hope. And
It's when they
God, I'm not even an African-American woman, and I thought this was ridiculously stupid. Amanda Seals wrote, I just sprained my eyeballs from rolling them so hard. Hope for what? That we all can have a shot at being a princess in a family that is overtly racist and is a long line of colonizers? Wow, happy she found love, but some words that her story somehow inspires us professional black women to believing we too can find our prince. That's exactly what I was thinking. Why is she inspirational? Because she found a man. She also graduated from Northwestern. That's what should make you inspired. Black women, you are beautiful, bold, and desired. The world over, always have been. Know your worth. Descend not even an inch beneath it. Continue to exemplify excellence on the daily, and your worthy companion will ascend to meet you. As for Homeboy, the only prince I recognize wears purple chaps and knows how to drive a little red Corvette. Also, she refers to herself as biracial, so yeah. I thought the same thing. Meghan Markle is half black, half white, so to say that she's giving hope to African Americans, not that she isn't, but because she found a prince, it just doesn't read true. It reads condescending to me. It reads patronizing. I'm not a black woman, obviously, but I certainly have feelings, and that would make me feel patronized, to be super honest with you. I don't think she would ever say that I give hope to anyone because she found a prince. She was on a successful series for 7 years as an actress. She stood up at 11 years old for feminism and ads, and she also has I think poli-sci. Kelly, will you look this up? What's her degree at Northwestern? She's a smart, beautiful woman who doesn't need to give you hope to find a prince. You are your prince. Guess what a queen without a king is?
Theater and international
studies. A queen.
Studies.
Sorry, that was such a good joke. Okay, what
Theater and international studies.
Theater and international studies. So acting and someone who can handle foreign policy. So that's what should make it. Jason Potter writes, I saw Fate of the Furious. What was your thinking on it? I gotta be honest with you, I love these films. It's so stupid, but I like to go. I go every year. I put Raisinets in my popcorn. I love everything about it. I know they're dumb. I know they're stupid, but I just I just love them. I think they're dumb as rocks, and I love them. What did you guys think about this? Sure. What did you guys think about this Meghan Markle situation? Again, Good Morning America writing, for many black women, Meghan Markle's engagement offers hope. Wow. Just tone deaf?
I am just very
Read the room. Hope is in quotes. In one quote, not double quotes. I don't know what that means.
I just think also for a news organization, this is not
really journalistic.
Yeah, it's not journalistic at all.
Right.
I've studied journalism for when I was in college, and then I've been in journalism for 7 years. This is never something I would ever allow anyone to post, or any of my employees, no matter what. If you thought it, you've never posted on a news organization that's generally reputable.
Yeah, I do gotcha. Here's my thing, Kelly. Why do you think they posted? Did they know it was going to get backlash and they wanted attention, or were they tone deaf enough?
If that's the reason, then that's even worse. Then that's... I don't know. I think it's terrible, though. I think it's ridiculous.
So I want to know your guys' opinion. Again, Meghan Markle finding a man shouldn't really give you hope if you're a woman and you're professional and you're working. You don't need a man. I know that's harder.
Yeah.
I would want you to have a companion, but Meghan Markle should offer you hope as a Northwestern grad who has good morals. That's how she should offer you hope. Back to movies, Tamara Gibson. I am surprised. I would have thought Wonder Woman was be #1 too. Me too, Tamara. Beauty and the Beast making 504 million. Wonder Woman at 412 million. So a big, discernible difference in there. Did anyone see Beauty and the Beast?
Yes.
Good? I played Lumiere at my play, the Candlestick, if you will.
The only reason...
Okay. Yep.
I thought it was good because it brings back memories from my childhood, and that's my guess for why it's top grossing, because you've got kids going to see it,
you have families.
as well
as
people who are older who remember it from their childhood.
I just didn't want to see the real version. I liked my cartoon.
Oh, I still love my cartoon one better, but that was my favorite Disney movie when I was little, so I had to go see it, and
it's a great movie.
It was good. I thought the reenactment.
You know what's weird about every Disney movie? One parent, always dead.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Interesting. There's never two parents in a Disney movie, ever. Weird. It does come from, I'm going to go really nerdy. Well, Beauty and the Beast, there's the father. Ariel is the father. Name one. Challenge me. Yo. Don't do that. Challenge me and let me know if you can think of a Disney movie. How about The Lion King? Mufasa, oh yeah, he dies. Ooh, spoiler alert. Sorry. Bambi, not a good one. Don't show anyone Bambi. Not a single Disney movie with two loving parents. Ariel. Ariel has that one dad, King Triton. There's always someone. Now they did come from. Jason, don't be creepy. Get in here if you're going to get in here.
I can't think of one.
Now they are coming from the Grimm fairy tales, and Grimm fairy tales are often very, very dark, bloody, Dutch.
Mary Haddle,
yeah, the fox, the wolf, Little Red Riding Hood.
Princess and the Frog. But I don't even know what that is.
Is that Pixar or is that Disney?
That's Disney. Is
Is it Pixar too?
Oh, well, that's great.
And they have two parents?
Oh, it's recent.
Recent. I guess I'm talking like classic, like Beauty and the Beast.
She
Does
does?
Beauty and the Beast have both? I think I might.
Beauty and
To
the
be
Beast.
honest, I stopped watching after the Apple Dumpling
You're
game.
right. Cinderella has the stepmother. Snow White has the stepmother. There's never like, I don't know.
We'll move on to the megaphone.
I'm
Yeah,
Jason
let's move on to
Potter.
the megaphone. Hey guys, so if you see below,
Do we look like dumb? Yeah, we do.
probably. Megaphone question. Which movie will you see this weekend? Oh, that's right, too. Two great movies coming out. Just getting started with, I believe it's the guy from
We're just getting started on learning this.
Morgan Freeman. Thank
And
you.
Tommy Lee Jones, obviously, that's what he was trying to just getting started
Old
to say.
dudes going on an adventure.
Yes, which we are
That
lovely.
classic trope.
And also my favorite, I, Tanya, which is Margot Robbie about Tanya Harding. And guess what? Rave reviews. for
I worked with Janet. I worked with Nancy Kerrigan's cousin during the whole thing. Janet Kerrigan. I washed dishes at the same restaurant as her. And yes.
You
it was-
wash dishes?
Yeah, I washed dishes.
We got to talk about this
Sure.
more. That's what I'm interested in.
See,
I,
she's
Tanya.
adorable, isn't she?
She's so cute. I, Tanya should be amazing. Let us know which one you guys want to watch this weekend. Jason Potter, really quick. I have I have all the movies, and I agree wholeheartedly about Meghan Markle. Again, Good Morning America tweeting for many
Yeah.
black women, Meghan Markle's engagement offers hope. A lot of people clapping back saying, why? Because she found a man? She's a Northwestern grad. So
All right, guys,
what's
stick
that?
with us on the show. We'll be talking a lot today during the break, so we'll see you in a bit.
Adam, can I get some help?
It's Friday, December 8th, and this is Daily Blast Live. We've got everything you need to know in trending news and entertainment, and it's all live right now.
The California fires have caused devastation, but heroes have emerged, including 5 high school friends who band together to save their neighborhood. Next.
Tennis sensation Serena Williams is asking the world for parenting advice, so our own Sam Shocker will share her best tips for new moms.
An elf on the shelf was rushed to the emergency room as Orlando doctors performed life-saving surgery. We've got the raw video everyone is talking about in today's Top 5.
I love it. I'm worried I don't. Welcome to Daily Blast Live. It's Friday, December 8th, and we are the only live show talking the breaking news, entertainment, and trending topics that you're talking about right now, no matter where you're watching. Let's get this thing kicked off with the top 5 trending topics you need to know with my girl, Sam Shocker. Take it away, girlfriend.
Thank you so much, Erica Cobb. Oh, thank goodness it is Friday. We are live. I'm here with Nina Megan Ebony Steele. Everyone's favorite Big Brother, Jeff Schroeder, comedian Al Jackson, and I'm Sam Shocker. Everyone really here is excited that it's Friday. We are a trending news and entertainment show that is live, and we cover what is happening right now. Check out our entire DBL team. They're in our studio, ready to cover news the moment it breaks. And right now, very tragic, scary news, the update on the wildfires. They continue to ravage Southern California for a 5th day. All week, we've been showing you the devastating video right now. This is a video that is going viral. Rescue workers risking their own lives to free as many of the horses at this training center as possible. It's from the Lilac Fire in Bonsall, California. Thankfully, most of the horses survived. It's very hard to watch this video, and I'm thankfully most of them survived. Now, not all of them did, but I want to focus on the positive here. There is dozens and dozens and dozens of horses here at this facility, and those brave people did save the majority of them. But it's hard to watch.
And we were talking about it earlier. You're getting a little emotional, and you are right now. And I know it's sad, but I mean, I don't even want to think about that. It's what comes with the devastation, though. You know, this is a tragedy, and unfortunately, like you said, a lot of those horses did survive.
Absolutely. And it is so tough for those out there, the rescuers, the ones that are responding, because like we said before, with animals, you can't really explain to them what's going on. And then the massive sizes of the horses and how they can move, you know, you can just imagine this rescue had to be tough.
Absolutely. We're going to go right to Kelly Schubert, digital producer, because she has some developing news in regard to the fires.
Yet President Trump has just ordered federal assistance as 6 wildfires burn across 4 counties in Southern California right now. The biggest fire is the Thomas Fire, burning in Ventura County. This is a live look from there right now. If you look close, you can see the helicopters dropping water across the fire. That fire has burned more than 130,000 acres and destroyed more than 400 structures, and right now it's still threatening 15,000 structures. Right now it's just 10% contained, with 88,000 people still evacuated. And in San Diego County, the Lilac Fire, that has burned more than 4,000 acres in just 24 hours. Take a look at this video. You can see just how out of control the flames are. Right now, firefighters, they're taking advantage of calmer winds before the Santa Anas pick up again this afternoon. I'm going to be keeping an eye on all these fires and bring you any updates.
Thank you so much, Kelly. Thank you, firefighters. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and to all the brave volunteers. Please, CBL Nation, continue to give us your thoughts. You are our fifth panelists, and here's how you can help. The Red Cross is taking donations rather, to help with the evacuation centers, or United Way chapters in LA and Ventura have fire relief funds as well. All the info is on our social pages, and if you live in that region, you can simply put out buckets of water for the wildlife. There's been a number of photos where it's actually working. Wildlife can smell the water, and they come to the homes and they actually drink the water, but also make sure that your animal companions are inside, because you don't want a coyote coming to drink the water. You do want that, but you don't want it to also hurt one of your animal companions.
And to put a positive spin on this, my buddy was driving up the 405, if you're familiar with LA, from the marina to over the valley. You know, so up the 405, we saw the fires there yesterday. It was very clear the fires were contained and it was all out. So just to put a positive spin on that.
Great, great. Good to hear that. As California deals with fire, some parts of Texas are dealing with snow. That's right, snow for the first time since the 1960s. Digital producer Raquel Villanueva with news at this moment about the snow.
Yes, that's right, Sam. Parts of South Texas woke up to a blanket of snow today. Even though it caused traffic delays and closures, some people were loving it. JJ Watt of the Houston Texans couldn't get enough of the rare snowfall. He was tweeting about it all day. And our sister stations in Houston and San Antonio shared viewer photos of pets loving the weather. And kids couldn't get enough of it too, getting into snowball fights, and some seeing snow for the first time ever in their lives. DBL Nation, if you have photos in the snow, send them our way. Back to you.
Wow. Thank you so much, Raquel. And Ebony, you know people in Texas, right, in Dallas. Have you talked to anybody?
I've talked to some people in Dallas, and they have seen the snow. And I also talked to my father, and who's in Atlanta, and it's beautiful snow right there, too.
How fun.
And in Birmingham. Oh, that's my dad's house.
Oh, beautiful. Hey there, Ebony.
Yeah, that's right. He took that this morning.
DBL party at Ebony Steele's father's house.
Yeah.
How is it snowing in Atlanta but not in Denver?
I know. I want it to snow here. Do you guys want it to snow here?
Sure, at least through the holidays.
A little bit. I mean, we're halfway through December. There's been no snow. It was 93.
It dusted.
It dusted, but
it doesn't stay. The mountains catch all of it.
Yeah. Right. Moving on. First Lady Melania Trump reveals where she wants to spend the holidays. While visiting the Children's Hospital in Washington, D.C., Melania took questions from children. Listen to the question from a little 10-year-old boy.
If you could spend a holiday in the war, where would you go?
I would spend my holidays on deserted island, tropical island with my family.
It's immediately not deserted if you're with your family.
Well, it is. Yes, it is, technically.
Deserted other than
her family.
I totally
then it's not deserted. That's using the wrong word. Let's use the language you all agreed on.
Well, Gilligan and them were on a deserted island. It was them.
English
not deserted.
Isn't her first language.
Oh.
Let's cut her some slack.
I'm gonna cut her some slack here. I understand that she takes a lot more than she needs to take. I know she takes a lot of the brunt from her husband.
She also takes from Michelle Obama.
That's true. That is true.
You know,
that is true.
And to say something about that, I know a lot of people, very unfriendly comment, especially in this room. She doesn't write that stuff. I understand she doesn't.
But you need, as an adult and as a first lady, you need to take the responsibility and the accountability for what you say.
I understand. And
I defend her most of the time,
understand,
but for that, you can't defend her.
Here's the thing. She wants to go to a deserted island because she doesn't want to deal with any of this. If I were her, I would take myself out of the equation and be like, if you guys want to make fun of every single thing that I do and every time I put my face on television, I'm not going to be on television anymore.
Fine. Leads from over there.
I wish she would do more for cyberbullying, though. I wish she would talk to her husband, because he's the biggest cyberbully out there. However you think of him, you can't argue that either.
And what I was happy about in this video, I don't know if they could roll it back. This is one of the first times I've seen her smile in a long time. I don't know if it's because Santa was by her.
She looks beautiful.
Or, you know, she was about to be with the kid. But yeah, she was actually smiling to me and seemed in a different state. I don't know if it's because she was by herself or what.
And good for her for being there. Yeah. Good for her for doing this with the kids and attending working and going to that.
Give her some credit.
Children's Hospital. Way to go, Melania. All right, Al. Yep, okay.
I'm happy for her. I'm happy.
All right, we're going to move on. Trending right now, speaking of Christmas, a Christmas miracle for one elf on the shelf. That's right, here's special holiday heart threads.
With a bit of holiday magic, a hospital staff saved a family's elf on the shelf. 7-year-old Aubrey Thielen woke one morning to find Sam the elf in pieces. It appeared the family dog got too playful with him. Luckily, Aubrey's mom is a nurse and knew exactly what to do. They took Sam to Arnold Palmer Hospital for help. The team used a pair of Santa's magic gloves to fix Sam up, and soon he was good as new. Sam got to go home that night and is back on his favorite shelf just in time for Christmas.
Good clap it up for that. Are you going to get an elf on the shelf?
I do not this year because Sophie wouldn't know the difference, but I do want to do an elf on the shelf next year. Do you do it with your kids?
No, I don't think. I don't think I've ever heard of elf on the shelf until this year.
It keeps them in line, and it's a fun game for them.
It keeps them in line.
Yeah, because he's always watching, and you move him around the room.
My friend, so you're not supposed to touch them or they lose their magical powers, right? So my friend put him up on the lights, you know, because what it is a trick to teach the kids, you know, behave.
Be good.
But anyways, I mean, if you're a child, cover your ears. Yeah. But he put him on the light. No, I'm gonna tell. So and then started on fire, and it fell off, and it was on fire, and the kids went crazy.
That'll keep him in line though.
Yeah.
You'd be like, what did you do to make it do that to itself?
He had to run out and find another one. But yeah.
That is awesome.
That's
funny.
Yeah. All right. Well, Daily Blast Live covers trending stories and breaking news as it happens. Erica Cobb, what's coming up?
Well, Pope Francis is looking to make a change that impacts all Catholics. He wants to literally rewrite the Lord's Prayer. But don't you need the Lord's permission to do that? Well, I guess he would know more than I would. And next, a high school reunion forged in fire. An amazing story of how heroes came together to save homes in Southern California.
Hi guys, TGIF. Woo! Okay, welcome to Daily Blast Live. I'm Jen Wiederstrom. I'm standing with Connor, and of course we do all things makeup and fashion and cool and Kardashian. But today it's Christmas trees. It looks like.
Yeah.
And eyebrows.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what it is.
I guessed it right.
Yeah. So for the holiday season, people are putting Christmas trees on their eyebrows. Essentially what they're doing is they're taking a spoolie to coat their eyebrows in adhesive, sort of like eyelash glue, anything like that, and then taking little glittery specks and putting them on their eyebrows. So.
Now, I feel like Al would like rip this apart and Al sounds off.
Oh, I'm sure.
I love it.
I think it's kind of cool for like an ugly sweater party or like a holiday party.
This is, you have to browse for it though. This is a mad brow game. I feel like there's a very small part of people that can handle this. Would you do this, Connor?
Not on myself.
Not on yourself, but I think it's fun.
Yeah, I think
maybe if I'll grow my eyebrows out for the new year.
We'll try it. It is, yes.
But I think it's cool. I don't know. Don't tell Alex I said that. Okay, moving on to Kelly.
I think it's cool too. Hi.
Yes, two people. See, I'm not just a jock. Okay, I'm not sure. We have the countdown to Christmas. It looks like, but
So
there's a
you
lot of baby
notice
products.
The advent calendar, but you also notice donation items. So trending this year is actually the reverse advent calendar, where you actually give each day of Christmas rather than receiving.
I love
So
this.
this is trending. Twitter user Christina Mosley said that it's a family tradition that she does every single year, but it's trending now because people have really never heard of this kind of idea around Christmas. But essentially every day her children pick a gift and choose where to donate it to, and that's how they count down towards Christmas.
I want to do this. So do we? It's a Christine. Can we retweet it on our Twitter?
Yeah.
Well, I'll have Patrick do it, and then I'll retweet it, and let's start like reverse.
Yeah, DBL Nation.
Reverse advent tree
advent
giving.
calendar.
3 things with shampoo, 4 toothbrushes, 5
Well, there's two diaper rash. And
John
package of baby wipes. Okay, that's the best I can do. Oh, thanks for the courtesy laugh. Okay, Brett, what do we have? It looks like Chipotle.
Yeah, so if you haven't heard, Chipotle retweaked their queso recipe because the initial one was met with resistance. So next Tuesday, December 12th, you go in, you can get a free queso with an entree order.
Do I have to wear foil on part of my body, or is it just your
They
show
say
up?
wear cheesy sweater, but they don't specify what that is.
Tell us what happens.
Welcome back to Daily Blast Live, the only live show that covers trending stories live as they happen, no matter where you're watching. We've been captivated by the wildfires in Southern California and the bravery of the firefighters there. But a group of friends became heroes when they found themselves in a neighborhood engulfed in flames and without equipment or training. They stepped up and saved the day. The California wildfires sent 5 former friends into hero mode. Camarillo High School classmates Brian, John, and Matthew were just trying to find a place to charge their phones when they came face to face with the flames. That's when they saw familiar faces, Brandon and Prescott from their high school. They had driven right into the burning neighborhood. These dramatic pictures show the 5 buddies surrounded by homes engulfed in flames. The friends channeled their inner firefighter, grabbing garden hoses and banging on doors to alert neighbors and save the neighborhood.
Ryle, focus on that roof next to you as well.
Unexpected heroes at one hell of a high school reunion. Wow.
Wow. Unbelievable.
Absolutely unbelievable. We have 3 of the 5 friends, John, Brian, and Matt. They actually are here at DBL joining us right now. And I have to tell the 3 of you, on behalf of all of you, that your actions were heroic. John, I'm going to start with you and ask you, did you think at any point, like, what am I doing? Did you even consider the danger?
Honestly, the only time we actually thought that we might be in danger was when the police officers would approach us and say, hey guys, it's not worth it, just leave, you're not going to be able to save it. But we knew while we were there, we're actually making a difference with the flames, and we're actually putting them out. And so eventually the firefighters came up to us and started giving us tips, to the point where we actually had a volunteer firefighter lend us a fire hose. And some of us went on top of a roof and we sprayed down the palm tree, and we ended up saving these houses.
Wow. Incredible. Brielle, tell us what it was like fighting the fire with no protection, garden hoses, and now we learned a fire hose as well. What was that like? What were you feeling?
We were getting kind of burned, especially me when I had my shirt off at one point because it was so hot. Almost apocalyptic, I guess you could say.
You know, we all wonder if we're fight or flight people. Obviously, you guys are fight people and amazing. Matt, what went through your mind when you saw your other friends from high school who you haven't seen in years?
I was just shocked seeing, your friends that you haven't seen in a while. And it definitely helped us kind of, stick together and, see the whole thing through.
Divine intervention.
Wow. All right, guys, how many homes would you say you saved? And big question here is, would you do it again?
We saved 3 houses and 2 apartment buildings.
Wow.
So we would definitely do it again.
John, Matthew, Brian, and all of your friends that came together to do this, and which was unexpectedly for you guys. We want to just thank you for doing the right thing. There's so many people that may have done it another way, but we just thank you for being the heroes that you are.
Completely.
Fitness pro Jen Wiederstrom with a new trending story coming in hot. Jen.
Such an incredible story. Wow. So coming in hot is Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. So the brand new full-length trailer is out. Let's take a look.
And if we're not careful, they're going to be here after.
Wow, so the only thing scarier than dinosaurs are a trailer that ruins the movie for you. Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom hits theaters June 22nd. Who's coming with me?
I'm going.
Yeah?
I'm in.
Did it just kill its baby?
Yeah,
it just killed its baby.
I feel like Jen does, though. I was just like, that was a major part of the movie that kind of leaked right there.
Oh, come on. You know when you're going to go see Jurassic Park that there's going to be dinosaurs attacking them. Ow.
Did you know that a dinosaur was going to help them?
How do you know it was helping him?
It just killed the one that was attacking them.
So it can eat them. It didn't want someone else to eat its food.
Daily Blast Live is all about what you're talking about. Probably not this, though, but we do it in real time. Erica Cobb, what's coming up, sis?
Well, all you ladies out there, one celebrity is outraged over a backhanded compliment many of us also get. So stick around to see if it upsets you as well. And on Fridays, we rate the best and worst viral videos. So where does this cosmic coup rank? Comedian Al Jackson's hilarious take next. Welcome back to Daily Blast Live, where we're all about trending topics, news, and entertainment. It's time for Rate This Video, when Al Jackson picks the craziest viral videos from the week and rates them, with a little help from Jeff Schroeder. Take it away, guys.
Thank you so much, Erica. That's right, it's Friday, so that means one thing. Rate this video with everyone's favorite comedian, Mr. Al Jackson.
How are you? Happy
Good,
Friday.
brother. Happy Friday, man. Weekend's almost here, Al. Let's get started. This one little helper may not have been so helpful after all. Check this out, Al.
Now, Jeff, I'm looking at this. This kid is so cute. I mean, you know, I was like, can we start off with just a 5 Al emoji? But I'm like, look, you know, that's more of like a, turquoise. We needed more of a taupe in that room.
Oh, okay.
He's gonna lose a half an Al emoji, but he still gets 4.5 heart eye Al emojis.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Still a great job. That's a good score.
That's right.
All right, Al, these next video, these chickens are out of this world, man. Check this out.
I love it because this is going green. That space shuttle, it relies on chicken poop to fly. And because it's going green, it definitely gets 4 sunglasses Al emojis.
Oh, Al feeling generous today. All right. Let's hope this next guy, Al, bought some Apple insurance. Look at this guy.
All right. I'm loving it. Now, he's got some good footwork. He tried with a soccer ball, but...
Al.
All right. Now, Jeff, I had some problems with this video.
I kind of do too.
What was your issue with it?
Bad acting?
I think I don't know if that was an active phone because no one does like this unless they're like in the first level of improv classes. I think he was lying, and because of that, he only gets 1.5 Al head bondage emojis. Let's go to the last.
That's a good score. All right, Al, this last one, it warms the heart. Look at this rescue of a dog who was stuck in icy water.
Yes. I mean, that literally warms the heart. I mean, this guy went out there. He really risked his life. And we don't do this very often, but very easily, this gets 5 Halo Al emojis.
Which means that's a Hall of Famer automatically with 5 Al emojis. All right, everybody, that was Rate This Video with comedian Mr. Al Jackson. Pop culture guru Tori Shulman with the new trending story coming in hot.
That's right, coming in hot. That was amazing, Al. The year's most popular emojis, according to Apple. The list includes, of course, the classic skull and the beloved heart. No eggplant, though. But number 1 goes to the ha-ha emoji. These tiny symbols have become their own language. So we wrote titles of books using only emojis. Take a look.
To die, bird, die hard. Die hard is the last word.
Knife, fork, pray, heart.
This emoji says, there's a too scared to fly?
To kill a mockingbird?
Eat, pray, love.
To kill a mockingbird. Yeah.
That was great. Just so you guys know, our EP, Rena, thought the sobbing, broken-hearted face emoji was laughing so hard. So she sent those. It was inappropriate. It's great. Back to you guys.
So good. Ebony, that was hilarious. That was smart. Your guess was smart.
Yeah, I know. I saw the 2 there. Yeah. Okay, we got it.
I use that emoji. I use the sobbing face for laughter, not crying.
Me too.
Okay.
Well, there is a Good Morning America, that is, a tweet causing an uproar. And got a question for Google? Maybe Will Ferrell will help you answer it. Coming up, the big-name celebs who are answering your pressing questions. And Chance the Rapper's new daytime gig as a weatherman. Could totally see that. The video clip that's going viral. We'll be right back. culture guru, Tori Shulman. She has a new trending story that's coming in hot, but I want to make sure everybody knows that I know that it's Will Ferrell, okay? Will Ferrell. We're going to be talking about him coming up.
Coming in hot, Google. This is so cool, guys. It's putting celebrities to work. Stars are posting answers to the most Googled questions about themselves. So here's how it works. You ask Google a question about a celebrity and a video appears at the top of the search results. You will hear straight from the source whether Tracy Ellis Ross can sing or if Will Ferrell can speak Swedish. There's a catch though. Here we go. You want to take a look at it? Here we go.
How to style your hair like Nick Jonas. It's very simple actually. Get out of the shower, go like this, and it's done.
I am in fact related to Dave Franco. I am James Franco.
As long as someone is playing drums off camera and I move the sticks like I can play drums.
I can as well. All right, here's the catch. It only works on mobile devices. This is brand new, so we're expecting more famous faces to pop up. DBL Nation, who would you want to see answering your questions? Jeff, we know you want to ask Gary Busey if he's free to come on the show.
We do want some Gary Busey. I want some Bill Murray on this show.
Does Gary Busey have a standing invite on the show? He can come whenever. Him and Bill should.
He has a standing invite to sleep over. I'm inviting him over for sleepover. All
right.
That's fun. Yeah. Okay, more trending stories in our next half hour of Daily Blast Live, including Serena Williams looking for advice from moms, and I'm going to give her some of mine. Why not? Plus, a huge change that could impact Catholics around the world. Why the Pope wants to change the Lord's Prayer. And parents, listen up. We got holiday gifts that will hopefully give your adult kids the hint. It's time to move out. Ooh, if you're leaving us right now, you can still watch us live on Facebook and YouTube.
Yep. Hey guys, we're back. Welcome back. We are in our break. A lot of you guys have had a lot to say. Thank you. Some of you.
You're looking them up. I think
Scott
Rena,
Jennings, we got your email.
Somebody say you must be.
Oh yeah, so we're gonna talk.
Yep, Rena has a bunch of comments
Great,
too.
that we'll
She
do
sent
in the
me.
broadcast.
Yep.
All right, cool. So a lot of you guys are. Sorry, our computers are not uploading.
We're trying to sync up all of your comments
There's been
because
so many comments. We're just trying to sync up.
we
And
know
that's a
that
lot of
there's a
Wi-Fi.
number of comments out there that felt like our coverage of Melania Trump was disrespectful. Again, these are just our opinions, but we love and welcome your opinions, and we hear you. We absolutely hear you. I know for me personally, I have no ill will against her. I would like to see her do more with cyberbullying, and I think
Yeah,
that's
but you know what? Not everyone believes he's a cyberbully, so that's when you say that.
I mean, but when you call someone names,
Yeah,
whether whether you are, let me just defend my point. Whether you are a Trump supporter or not, when you call someone names, and there's been plenty of people within his own political party that have also said this to him, and also agree with his policies, but they also say, listen, don't call people names. You're the president. You should be held to a higher standard. And when you do call someone names, that is not appropriate behavior for anybody.
And I agree with you, but I'm going to tell you what the counterpart is.
Yep.
Is we want a president who's a tough talker and isn't afraid to say what they mean and isn't afraid to not pull any punches. The country has been too lax. We need to dominate more power and more of that aggressive behavior to become powerful again in the world.
There's another way to do it. You can still, in my opinion, demonstrate power and confidence and a no-fear mentality without name calling.
We'll talk about this more.
That's, yeah, but please continue to give us...
It's Daily Blast Live, the only live show that covers breaking news and top trending stories that are happening right now. We are live in the DBL studios where our team is busy tracking the top stories and videos right at this moment, as well as the top 3 feel-good stories trending right now. Chip and Joanna Gaines are bringing their magic to the kids who need it most. Patients at the St. Jude Target House. Check it out.
I'm most excited about seeing Chip and Joanna because I love watching their shows. It always takes my mind off my treatment, and I'm just so excited to see their faces.
And look at these gorgeous before and afters of the facility's dining hall. Amazing as always. On the Late Late Show last night, James Corden heard that Taylor Swift was missing a backup dancer, so he sprung into action. Check it out.
I'm ready. Use me. Use me. I'll slot right in. Problem solved. And do you want me to shout because she's dead? Come in. Oh. Because she's dead! Oh, look what you made me do. Look what you made me do. Look what you just made me do. Look what you just made me do.
I don't think we can unsee that. And Chance the Rapper also had to sub in for a job. Today, he stopped by Chicago's WGN TV station to do the weather report. Watch.
19 still at Midway. A lot of 19s going on. Due to the Peruvian purchase, apparently Peru is in here too. Just in case I have to take some. I got an invisibility cloak. St. Louis is also a part of Illinois, apparently. Every snowflake is different. They actually have like different DNA, like people.
It's easier than it looks.
Yeah, it wasn't hard at all.
No, yeah.
I'm actually looking for a job, so.
Congratulations to WGN's meteorologist, who now has job security. Do you think he'd fill in for us at DBL? Sam Shocker, what do you think?
I love that idea. Chance the Rapper. I don't know why I said it that way, but you're welcome here on DBL anytime.
He did something similar to that on Saturday Night Live, and it was hilarious.
Oh, that'd be great.
He's so well-rounded.
And joining me is media maven Ebony Steele, everyone's favorite big brother Jeff Schroeder, comedian Al Jackson, and I'm Sam Shocker. And listen, we're going to switch gears here. There is a volatile situation, as you know, in parts of the Middle East. And after President Trump announced plans to move the embassy to Israel, in Israel to Jerusalem, rather, Mid-East protests have turned deadly. We're going to go right to digital producer Brett Forrest with a breaking news fast blast.
That's right, Sam. Gaza Strip protests turned deadly as it continued a third day following President Trump's decision to recognize Jerusalem as Israel's capital. Israeli troops opened fire on the Gaza Strip border, killing at least one and injuring dozens more. Rocket fire was also exchanged today. No injuries were reported as Israel's Iron Dome defense intercepted the missiles. The U.S. State Department restricted travel for employees in the area, fearing violent outbreaks. I'll keep tracking the situation and let you guys know if there are any updates. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Brett. All right, please let us know your DBL take, DBL Nation. We want to hear from you. Moving on, social media is on fire after Good Morning America posted this headline on its Twitter feed. Quote, for many black women, Meghan Markle's engagement offers hope. Well, this has people furious. Christine Stansel tweeted, sickening. You should retract this article, implying that black women can only find hope in European lifestyles is absurd and offensive. Black women aspire to so much more than seeing ourselves through the lens of whites. I want to go right to Ebony. I mean, you're a woman of color. Did this offend you? And could you provide some more context on it?
You're right. I think, you know, there's a lot to be said here. I'm going to try to make it very, very brief. Meghan Markle, of course, her mother's black, her father's white, and she identifies herself personally with being biracial. She chooses to embrace both sides. She doesn't say she's black, white. She says she's biracial. I was a little offended at this because it says, or it almost makes it feel like black women don't have hope in finding a husband at all. I mean, why would we have to wait for Meghan Markle to make this comment? I mean, there was hope when we saw Michelle Obama as the first lady. There's hope when we see #MeToo. There's so many other things that we have hope for, and to take a small amount of people, and I've seen people congratulate her online, which I think is beautiful, but I can see how some women or some people would be offended. This is a wedding we won't be invited to, and that has nothing to do, and it doesn't impact our country really, or we black women as a whole anyway. Right. So I'm happy for Meghan. I'm happy for their marriage, but I don't put me in a category when I'm an individual, and I think a lot of people might feel that way too.
You're an individual.
And I don't need that to be hope. I don't need that for hope.
That's great. For me, it's 2017. Just take black and put women on there. That's all. Just put women. I don't understand why we have to differentiate everything.
But
white, black, this.
To some degree,
it's a dream for everyone to be a princess or a king. So just leave it as
of course, but let me give you an example.
When Kate became a duchess, did he say white women?
But
nobody made an article about that.
I agree, but you can't argue the fact that that it is a milestone in the sense that, you know, Meghan Markle is the first biracial woman to be in the British royalty, and that's something to applaud. So in that sense, you do have to recognize the fact that she is of color as opposed to a white woman, because in my opinion, that's evolution.
State that fact. Don't say for black women to aspire.
Right, but then you look at feminism, black feminists, you look at like intersectional traditional feminism. So like black women who are feminists, they receive a lot more backlash than like a white feminist. There's a difference there.
I would agree with that. I just
black
think that
women, you know, have a less. There's more of a gender wage gap than white women. So we do still have to differentiate between black and white because there's still oppression there.
My take on this is like taking the black and white out of it. The more we just focus on people instead of what we are
I
and
agree.
what color we are, the more we're going to come together. So we need to take the color and race and everything out of it.
You still have to talk about it.
I mean, just like there are Latina people, and people may refer to some people as all Mexicans. That is offensive because all of those people are not Raquel Villanueva's raising her hand. It's all different. So, and if you're going to make that, don't call her biracial, but then when you want a headline, say black women. Well, say it gives hope to all biracial women.
I agree. And a lot of our viewers agree with you 100%. I'm just saying let's continue to have the dialogue.
But
not be afraid to talk.
And Megan, I'm happy for you. Do your thing, girl.
Yeah. Pope Francis is considering a radical change to the Lord's Prayer. We're going to go right to digital producer Raquel Villanueva because she's got news at this moment in regard to the Pope.
Yeah, right now people are reacting online to the Pope suggesting a change in the Lord's Prayer. He says he wants to adjust the line, lead us not into temptation, because God does not lead humans into sin, is what he says. Instead, Pope Francis wants to revise the line to say, do not let us fall into temptation. The Lord's Prayer appears in the Bible and has already been memorized by millions of Christians all over the world. The change in wording has happened in France, and the Pope hopes it changes worldwide. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Raquel.
It's good for me because I'm Catholic, and I go on Christmas and Easter. I probably shouldn't say it, but I'm that type of Catholic, and so there's even been changes in the Catholic Church, and when I go there now, I do it and it's changed, and I'm like,
you got to keep up with the Joneses.
Yeah, I know. I feel so terrible.
Okay, moving on. Melissa McCarthy.
Thank you for the tip, Raquel.
Yeah, you better get on that. Christmas is approaching.
I know.
Melissa McCarthy is the latest celeb to fill in on Jimmy Kimmel Live and was hilarious. Check out this PSA she shot to prove that gravity, well, it isn't real.
I'm famous person Melissa McCarthy. This is my slightly less famous acquaintance, Jennifer Aniston. So, if gravity isn't a hoax, then why are you floating right now? Boom! Because you just put a harness on me during that fake tossle?
There was more funny parts. Yeah. Al just whispered under his breath, I'm going to call you out. You said, let's hope. There were a lot more funny parts. I thought Melissa McCarthy killed it last night.
People that don't take themselves too seriously. Yeah.
And whenever you watch her outtakes in movies, she continues to switch it up. She always improvises. She always goes off script. She's quite witty. Serena Williams is assembling a social media mom squad. She tweeted, fellow moms, how long did you breastfeed? Is it weird that I get emotional when I even think about when it's time to stop? The tennis pro had baby Alexis just 3 months ago, and they are so sweet together. Look at them. It's so funny because I often think of this too.
Now, how long have you been breastfeeding?
I've been breastfeeding for 6 months now. So, Serena, I've been breastfeeding for 6 months, and I agree with you. When I think about the stopping, it makes me tear up because you do produce the love hormone, serotonin, or oxytocin rather. You do produce oxytocin when you are nursing, so you bond. And for those of you who chose not to nurse or you couldn't produce milk, believe me, this isn't, there's zero judgment here.
Right, like Jordan.
Yeah, I just know for me, it was very hard at first. I almost gave up breastfeeding because Sophie wasn't latching. Then we figured each other out, and now it's because I'm a working mom, it's the highlight of my day because I feel really bonded to her. Plus, a really great fact about breastfeeding is that your milk will actually adjust its nutrients, its components, depending on what the baby is lacking, the antibodies.
Really? So that connection is really there?
Well, when the baby is sick, your milk will pivot to incorporate antibodies to help your baby at that time. It's miraculous.
And a quick note for husbands, whatever they choose, just agree with.
Yeah, just support it. To all the women out there, you are fierce.
How long do you plan on breastfeeding?
A full year. A lot of health experts recommend a full year.
All right. Big shout out to Sam, yay, and Serena. Daily Blast Live is all about live news as it happens. Erica Cobb, what's coming up?
Well, we got new details happening right now surrounding the wildfires in California. Firefighters right now are trying to battle the flames, but the brutal Santa Ana winds are making it almost impossible. The latest is still ahead. And it's Fitness Friday. Our trainer
extraordinaire Jen Widerstrom with the reasons why it may be difficult to lose weight. And we are loving your viral videos here at DBL. Mom and Dad forgot the candles, but this birthday boy went with it and tries to blow them out anyway. We'll be right back.
Hey guys, Tori here. I'm wearing a jacket because some people online were confused if it was J-Lo or Tori. It's just Tori, so I thought I'd just make it easier for you guys. Tell me what's going on with Carrie Fisher's beloved dog.
Yes, you know, Carrie Fisher, she passed away, but her dog, he's still around and he's gonna make a cameo. This is Gary, that's her dog. He's gonna make a cameo in the new Star Wars Last Jedi movie. I know Leo really wanted to tell this story, but he's cranking on getting some stuff out for the show. But how cute is Gary? We can't wait. I know so many fans loved Carrie Fisher, and I think the dog will kind of bring a little bit of her life back into the movie.
Yeah, I think it's a wonderful tribute to Carrie Fisher. Star Wars wouldn't be Star Wars without her. Shakara, what do you have going on? New kind of nativity scene.
Yeah, I'm looking at, let me show you a different view. Let me let you get the fullness of it. This is the hipster nativity scene.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, that's a fresh take on it.
You have,
all the animals in the stable are on their iPhones.
They're eating gluten-free feed.
Oh, that's good. And they're 100% organic. This guy's on his iPad. They're taking a selfie. Mary's got
at Jesus. Jesus just on his own
just
down
there. Mary's got a latte. The wise men have Amazon packages.
And what are these called again? The
Segways.
The
oh, and if you'll notice, there's a solar panel on the manger.
This can all be yours for $109.99.
I think that's a good laugh. That's pretty funny. I think, if the Pope's going to revise the Lord's Prayer, maybe we can just revise the nativity scene all in well fell swoop. What do you guys think? Let us know. Actually, let us know what you think about the Pope revising the prayer. It's a big move.
It is.
It's a big move. I know. I memorize that, and I don't know if I've got it in me to memorize a new passage.
Exactly.
So we'll talk about
I
that.
agree.
Angelica?
Okay.
What's going on with Instagram?
This is trending on CNN Tech, so this is pretty interesting. Instagram is testing a standalone messaging app. So right now on Instagram, you can send messages privately. They want to get rid of that and make a whole new app just for messaging, which is kind of interesting because that's what Facebook Messenger is other messaging
when
apps.
Instagram is so visually based, I don't understand the need to
do
a separate messaging app.
Yeah, so a lot of people are talking about this. Let us know what you think. Would you use it?
It's just another app.
Yeah.
Another app for your phone. We'll talk to you in a second.
Welcome back to Daily Blast Live, the only live daytime show that covers trending stories live as they happen. Are you watching what you eat and working out, but still not losing weight? I know the feeling. Fitness pro Jen Widerstrom with reasons why your diet isn't working in today's Fitness Friday.
Yes, thank you, Erica. We love ourselves on Fitness Friday. All right, you guys, this is me to a T. Are you working out, you're eating healthy, and you're not losing weight? Raise your hand right now. At home,
most
everywhere.
people. Yep.
Just me. Okay. You could be sabotaging the scale without even knowing it. So thankfully, Jen is going to break it down for us. Jen, what is one reason that someone's weight is still at a standstill, just a plateau?
So this is going to kind of sound crazy, but I'm telling you right now, you're not eating enough. I know it's crazy, but the reality is that your body needs food to trust you. And what people do is they don't give the body enough fuel, so then it holds on to your weight, no matter how hard you're working out.
Wow. Okay.
And the other thing is, you'll start to notice it because you'll lose some concentration, you'll be low in energy, and that's where cravings come in, because your body actually wants to digest sugars. It actually can digest sugar the fastest, so it's going to crave sweets, and that's why it kind of does that. So you're not doing anything wrong. That's just your body saying, yo, feed me.
So what do you suggest? What do I eat? What do I do?
Here's my pro tip. I want you having the biggest meal in the morning, preferably with a healthy starch like oatmeal. It's basically like going out on a road trip with a full tank of gas. You want the full tank of gas when you start your day.
All right. Now, what's another reason the scale isn't moving? Is it because I'm secretly eating the Big Macs, or what's happening?
If you're secretly eating Big Macs, we need to talk about it.
I know.
That's another segment. This is also going to sound crazy, but often people are eating the wrong foods for them, customized to their body. What Tori eats should be different than mine, should be different than yours, which is weird to hear probably from you guys, but not all healthy food is good for you. Again, for your body. I had a contestant, her name's Sarah Gilbert on The Biggest Loser last season, and you can see her on the left, she was eating kind of everything and not caring, and when she got to the ranch, I was giving her better nutrition and working her out, and she wasn't dropping weight. We were like, what's the problem? And I ended up removing animal sources out of her nutrition, took away the meat, took away dairy, and then gave her different kind of plant source proteins, and the weight just fell off.
Oh.
Yeah, so think about it. Like, pay attention to how you feel when you eat certain foods, and your body will react better.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah.
This is very good. Now, finally, how do I know, let's say, how do I know I'm eating the wrong food?
This is funny. Sarah said the same thing when I was coaching her. Another pro tip, if you're eating a meal and afterwards you're not hungry within like 2 hours of that meal, chances are that food that you're giving your body isn't breaking down really well or properly, which means maybe it's not for you. So if 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours go by, you're not really hungry, change that meal. If you are, keep it up.
Oh,
and then you'll see a difference in your waistline and the scale.
All right, guys, who's with me? Let's raise our hands now, all right? Still just me. Okay, comedian Al Jackson with a new trending story coming in hot.
Oh, that's right, guys. This is coming in very hot.
Definitely.
Thank you, Rob, for hustling over here. I appreciate it. Check this out. Look, there's a lot of empty nesters out there. And, you know, parents, they love their kids, but only to a point. So Mashable.com has a list of gift ideas, and hopefully they'll give your adult kids the hint that it's time to move out, buddy. First up, wrap some empty boxes. I love this idea. What beats the joy of ripping open boxes only to find that there's nothing inside except a key saying get out? Next up, instead of, you know, tossing those boxes under a Christmas tree, how about put them in a moving truck? Put that moving truck in the driveway with those gifts with a message that says, see ya, wouldn't want to be ya. And finally, if the empty boxes in the moving truck aren't enough, let a movie do the talking. So, you know, you get a movie like my favorite movie, Get Out. That should do the trick. You don't even need a DVD inside of it, just the outside title, Get Out. Let your kids know, look, it's time for mommy and dad to party. So with that said, you know, even though Christmas is all about family and togetherness, once the joy and the festivities are over, you need to get out. All right, back to you guys.
That's awesome. We used to wrap boxes like empty gifts too. It just looks good.
Oh, we have those under our tree right now.
Decorations
No,
under the tree.
We have empty boxes in our tree.
Yeah.
That's depressing.
No, it takes up the space
Yeah,
for the,
it makes
for
it
the
look good.
appearance of it. Okay.
Gifts in there.
Yeah, Daily Blast Live, we give you tips on how to wrap presents under trees, as well as loving your viral videos. Erica, what is the DBL Nation sharing right now?
Well, Eb, they're loving this video of an adorable tiger cub born at the Jacksonville Zoo in Florida. It'll be a few months before you can see the cubs at the zoo. Vets want to make sure that these critically endangered cubs are healthy and ready for the spotlight. And up next, an incredible story of survival, how a woman survived paralysis to become a wife and mother. It's today's Heart Threads.
Guys, we are back, and social media wants to know what all of you guys are doing.
Sorry, guys, I gotta listen to my producer.
Okay. What you got going on, Ab? What's up? You being talked to?
This weekend, what am I doing? I'm actually resting this weekend. I'm using these weeks to concentrate before Christmas, and I might do a little Christmas shopping. But then I'm gonna be going to Atlanta for Christmas. So you guys tell me, should I wait and like order presents and then send them to my dad's house, or should I buy them here and travel with them? What are you gonna do?
With that? I'm going to Miami this weekend. Nice. Going to Art Basel. It's a once a year there's a big art and food festival in Miami where I used to live for years. So I'll be there Saturday and Sunday.
In Wynwood?
What's that?
Wynwood?
In Wynwood, yeah. I was actually looking at buying a home there.
My buddy built an apartment building there last year.
Wow.
Yeah. She wanted to know, though, what are you going to do for Christmas gifts since your family's in LA? Are you doing Amazon, or are you going to wait until you get to
We're
like
probably
LA?
going to Amazon it up and just have it sent in.
That's what
just
I
hide the box.
It's just easier. I love Amazon for that reason.
Traveling
Jeff,
with gifts is tough.
It's way too tough. It's too many restrictions. With
Well,
planes
Santa
and
even
everything.
uses Amazon sometimes.
Santa
now.
does.
Yeah,
He
these
does.
days.
Santa's
Yeah.
on top.
I mean, he's
a little
21st century.
Yeah.
Jeff, what about yourself?
What up,
What are
buddy?
you doing this weekend?
What am I doing this
Yeah,
weekend?
besides yawning.
Except yawning. We're actually going up to the Great Wolf Lodge this weekend.
Oh, I like that place.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So we're getting out of town for a little bit.
Where are you leaving?
Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah.
That's exciting. Where's the
Taking
Great
the
Wolf
baby?
Lodge?
In Utah.
Is it? It's in Utah? I've never heard of it. The Great Wolf Lodge I thought was a water slide park.
It is.
It is.
And they decorated like Santa.
Oh, it is?
Yeah,
Taking
yeah.
a baby?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, now it makes sense.
No, it's kind of like it's like a little. Yeah.
Doing
They
Jordan,
have like
you're
a
gonna go
winter
to-
wonderland and all that
That's
stuff.
really
You know.
cool.
Yeah.
That's very cool. Very cool. Excellent. Sam, I'm going to move out of the way. This is awkward. Sam, you good? Oh, go ahead.
So sorry, I'm getting emails from our executive producer, honey. I gotta prepare. I'm sorry.
Good.
And this is behind the scenes. Every heart thread, Sam's always sits in that chair, which is
all right, guys. We'll see you in a second. We'll talk more in a minute.
Sam.
Which one am I in?
What's up there?
Welcome back to Daily Blast Live. We're all about breaking news, entertainment, and trending topics. We're keeping tabs on the Southern California wildfires. Let's go to digital producer Kelly Schubert with a breaking news fast blast.
Guys, I am keeping an eye on those multiple wildfires burning in Southern California. Take a look at this new video we just got into the newsroom of the fast-moving lilac fire burning in San Diego County. That fire has burned more than 4,000 acres just since yesterday afternoon. All the wildfires burning in Southern California have forced almost 200,000 people out of their homes and destroyed more than 500 structures. I'm continuing to keep an eye on all these fires, and I'll bring you any updates as soon as I have them. Erica, back to you.
Thank you, Kelly. It's time for Heart Threads, a story of inspiration and hope, and we can certainly use that right now. A freak accident left a woman paralyzed, but with a little help and a lot of love, she pulled through to eventually become a wife and a mother.
This woman recovered from paralysis to become a wife and mom. Liz Mitchell fell from a 16-foot balcony, paralyzing her from the neck down. Doctors told her she might never walk again. Liz didn't know what her future held, but her boyfriend Brian stayed by her side.
The positive attitude she had, and always a smile on her face, and always working so hard. That's what made me know right there that this was the woman that I needed to marry.
She endured a long recovery, but she walked again. Then she and Brian walked down the aisle. And a few days before Thanksgiving the next year, they welcomed a baby girl. They named her Dorothy Marie, meaning gift of God.
Life has changed so much, but for the better.
Wow. I love it. Is that amazing? That's beyond amazing. That's miraculous. That's unbelievable.
And I'm glad we do this all the time and get these stories in all the time, because I love inspiring stories, and with everything going on in the world, you know, we need positivity every day.
We do.
Definitely.
Fitness pro Jen Wiederstrom, speaking of positive people, she has a new training story coming in hot.
I just love this show. I'm changing gears a little bit, guys. A new Facebook feature is coming in hot, and it's called Did You Know? So Facebook asks you bizarre questions so your friends can get to know you even better than maybe they'd like to. They're questions you've probably never been asked before, so of course, we had to try it. Check it out.
If I could visit another planet, I'd probably go Saturn because of the rings. I'd like to, I don't know, Saturn.
The most random photo on my phone right now is I took a photo of this girl at a pool in LA because she looked like a picture, but I didn't know her. It was really creepy.
If I could choose to be an amazing painter or brilliant mathematician, I'd rather be a painter. Mathematicians don't get girls.
What else do you want from me? It doesn't really say that. But what else do you want from me, Facebook?
Oh, Cobb is a creeper. Wow, we all learned something new. Okay, so there are over 50 questions you can answer. You can find it on your profile page. Back to you guys.
Oh,
I did tell her I took the picture, and she wanted the picture. You know, I'd like somebody to take a picture of me if I look.
It was a little Craiglisty.
We gotta go. Sorry, guys, our staff is busy tracking the stories that are trending and you're sharing. For all you holiday travelers, the TSA has this festive and friendly reminder. Listen as we go to break.
Dashing to your gate, trying to be on time. Listen to my words to get you through this line. You grab yourself to train. Promotional.
Guys, we are here in another break. Very hectic day here at Daily Blast Live. We're doing all kinds of things, but Jeff.
What's up, buddy?
My question for this weekend, you know, Christmas is quickly coming, and I know you're going to Great Wolf. Are you done with Christmas shopping? Are you?
Yeah,
yep.
Thank you, bro.
Gotcha. What did you
Lena
say?
is in his ear. Are you
Gotcha.
Maybe a little bit more.
you done with Christmas shopping?
No, I heard you guys talking about it before, so I haven't even started, man. You know how busy we are here.
Yeah.
So I was actually just, oddly enough, got off the phone with Jordan before the show. I'm like, we got to get on that this weekend.
Yeah.
You know, so a lot of them, because we travel, I would say 90% of them are going to be through Amazon or something or online, because this way we're going to go to Chicago for the holidays, and this way we can just get them shipped right there, and then when we get there we could wrap them all up.
Which is still, even the wrapping process, we have a very small break for Christmas.
I know.
My mom called, because I've been sending everything to my parents' house for all the family there, and she's like, do you want me to just wrap this stuff so you don't have to do it? Because, I mean, you literally
which
get there
comment
like
exactly?
the
Which
day
one? There
before
was two.
Christmas Eve. So
All right. But yes, I like wrapping. I like putting on Christmas jams.
I like wrapping, but it's a lot of work. Wrapping,
Yes.
store wrapping. Let us know, guys. What do you guys do?
Okay.
Oh,
We'll
mine
talk
are
about it
different?
next
Are
week.
his different?
Yes.
Welcome back to Daily Blast Live. Before we get to a couple funny moments from the show, we do want to respond because we have a number of comments from DBL Nation, and you are our fifth panelist, and we want to hear what you have to say, and we respect your opinion. So a lot of people are unhappy with the way that we covered Melania Trump. A lot of people feel that we should have defended her more. I have a comment from Mickey. Didn't appreciate the disrespect for our First Lady, who has so much class. Thank you for chiming in there, Mickey.
Absolutely, and Mary Moore
too.
said I didn't appreciate the snide comments either about Melania. So guys, we're always listening. No comments right or wrong. We're always listening here at DBL, so we want to hear from you.
And she is our First Lady.
Yeah,
and, you know, I commend her for going to that children's hospital today. Okay, we have a couple funny moments before we go, or we don't have enough time?
We
don't have
don't.
enough
That's how we're
time.
leaving Friday.
And thank you for chiming in. Continue to. Happy Friday. We love you, DBL Nation.
Have a great weekend.
Thank goodness it's Friday, December 8th, and this is Daily Blast Live. We've got everything you need to know in trending news and entertainment, and it's all live right now.
The California fires have caused devastation, but heroes have emerged, including 5 high school friends who band together to save their neighborhood. Next.
Tennis sensation Serena Williams is asking the world for parenting advice. So our own Sam Shocker will share her best tips for new moms.
An elf on the shelf was rushed to the emergency room as Orlando doctors performed life-saving surgery. We've got the raw video everyone is talking about in today's Top 5.
Welcome to Daily Blast Live. It's Friday, December 8th, and we are the only live show talking breaking news, entertainment, and trending topics that you're talking about right now, no matter where you're watching. Let's get this thing kicked off with the top 5 trending topics you need to know with my girl, Sam Shocker. Take it away, girlfriend.
Thank you so much, Erica Cobb. It is Friday. Woo. We are live. I'm here with media maven Ebony Steele. Definitely feeling them Friday vibes. Everyone's favorite big brother, Jeff Schroeder, comedian Al Jackson, and I'm Sam Shocker, and we are a trending news and entertainment show that is live, and we cover what is happening right now. That is our entire DBL team. They're in our studio, very busy and ready to cover news the moment it breaks. And we are
doing the Sammy.
You are doing the Sammy. Yes, you are. Good, I'll take it. I didn't know I looked that good while I danced. I certainly don't. We're going to switch gears right now. Very sad, tragic news. The wildfires continue to ravage Southern California for a 5th day. All week, we've been showing you the devastating video, and right now, this is the video that's going viral. Rescue workers risking their own lives to free as many of the horses at this training center as possible. It's from the Lilac Fire in Bonsall, California. Thankfully, most of those horses were saved, but not all of them were. And I know that's so hard to hear. It's so hard for me to even see that footage because clearly they're so scared. But again, let's focus on the positive. There was dozens and dozens and dozens of horses at this facility, and thank God those brave people did save the majority of them. But this is the aftermath of fires. It's heart-wrenching.
I know. Yeah, it's like they put their lives on the line twice. It's like not only they battling fires, but they're trying to contain
wild horses.
Wild horses.
Yeah.
And like I don't think you really appreciate how big a horse is until you get close to one.
Or how strong.
They're gigantic.
They're not
wild. They're race horses. I meant just, you know,
but still, they're wild animals, but they are race horses.
Right.
Yeah.
And I was watching something last night that was saying that in California, you know, the firefighters are some of the best trained in the world. And so we definitely want to give a shout out to all of those that are helping out with that. But just think about when we see the horses, there's so much that you can train on. There's so many different types of incidents that they're going to be. So to put their lives, I'm sure they didn't train for, hey, if something with a horse farm happens. So they are really putting themselves out there. And poor the horses are scared. You can't
even think about it. I can't even think about it. I'm just grateful to all the volunteers.
Yes,
we are live. We're going to go right to our digital producer, Kelly Schubert. She's following all the new developments on the fires. She has a fast blast. What's going on, Kelly?
Yeah, President Trump has just ordered federal assistance as 6 wildfires burn across 4 counties in Southern California. Take a look at this live picture we have from Ventura County. This is where the largest fire is burning and has burned more than 130,000 acres. Look at that smoke. The fire has destroyed more than 400 structures and is still threatening 15,000 right now. It's just 10% contained with 88,000 people still evacuated right now. And in San Diego County, the Lilac Fire, that has burned more than 4,000 acres in just 24 hours. Look at the video. You can just see how out of control the flames are. Right now, firefighters, they are trying to take advantage of the calmer winds before the Santa Anas pick up again this afternoon. I'm keeping an eye on all these fires and we'll bring you any updates throughout the show.
So sad. Thank you so much, Kelly. And of course, our thoughts and prayers go out to everyone devastated with the fires. And here's how you can help at home. The Red Cross is taking donations to help with the evacuation centers, or United Way chapters in LA and Ventura have fire relief funds as well. All the info, of course, is on our social pages. And if you're in that region, you can also leave out buckets of water for the wild animals. They will come there.
Yes.
There's been photos of wild animals going to get the water. They are exhausted. Their homes are also destroyed.
And to put a positive spin, those skirball fires that we saw yesterday on 405 by the Getty, my buddy was showing me some pictures this morning. He was driving to work, and those all seem to be put down, you know. So
wonderful.
At least somewhere they're contained.
I can't wait till they're all contained. And as California deals with fires, some parts of Texas are dealing with snow. That's right. You heard me correctly. Texas dealing with snow for the first time since the 60s. Our digital producer, Raquel Villanueva, she has news about this right now.
So parts of Texas woke up to a blanket of snow today, and even though it caused traffic delays and closures, some people were loving it. Like J.J. Watt of the Houston Texans, he couldn't get enough of the rare snowfall, tweeting about it all day and night. Our sister stations in Houston and San Antonio shared viewer photos of pets loving the weather too, like this dog right here that you see, and kids couldn't get enough of it too, getting into snowball fights, some even seeing snow for the first time in their lives. DBL Nation, if you have photos of snow, send them our way. Back to you.
I love that Texas has snow and we here in Denver, Colorado don't.
Right.
What's
crazy about that? Well, I guess it's going across the South, and I think it's wonderful because I think everybody should see snow at least once in their lives, even if they're from the South. And my dad hit me this morning in Atlanta, and he went outside, and that's my dad's house in Atlanta.
Beautiful.
And he's like, "Oh, look how pretty the snow is."
Oh my, it looks cozy
it's like a
in there.
postcard almost,
It looks like a postcard.
Now, I'd like our Texas viewers to correct me if I'm wrong. I thought there was snow at the Super Bowl when it was at Cowboy Stadium. Wasn't there a crazy snowstorm?
Leon did the Angel?
Right.
I mean, it snows there once in a while, but it's rare.
All-Star.
They were saying certain parts of Texas had not seen snow.
And that was southern Texas. I guess
in a
Dallas
while. Right, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, all right.
Al, the fact checker over here.
Yeah, geez. I love football.
Trending right now, a Christmas miracle for one elf on the shelf. That's right. Here's a special holiday Heart Threads watch.
With a bit of holiday magic, a hospital staff saved a family's elf on the shelf. 7-year-old Aubrey Thielen woke one morning to find Sam the elf in pieces. It appeared the family dog got too playful with him. Luckily, Aubrey's mom is a nurse and knew exactly what to do. They took Sam to Arnold Palmer Hospital for help. The team used a pair of Santa's magic gloves to fix Sam up, and soon he was good as new. Sam got to go home that night and is back on his favorite shelf just in time for Christmas.
Yay, he's okay. He's got some bandages, maybe some bruises, but he's okay.
He's got good insurance through Santa.
I know.
My buddy one time had.
I want that insurance.
My buddy has children, and quick story, he put them up on the light fixture, and it started on fire. Yeah, hold your ears, kids.
Yeah.
It started on fire and fell down, and the kids went bananas. So we could have used that surgeon, or he could have used that surgeon.
Yeah. Right, but
that Christmas.
Right?
Did he survive the fire?
My friend went out, and suddenly a new elf came back.
Wow, that's great.
Just in time for Christmas.
So he kind of no, he didn't survive.
He had elf on the shelf replacement.
And put him right back together with that magic little dust that doctor used.
Almost like Humpty Dumpty. What was Humpty Dumpty sitting on the wall for? Do we know?
Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. I don't know the rest.
You don't know the rest.
I forget. Something.
Right.
Put the pieces togetger.
All the king horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty back together.
What's the capital of Wyoming?
Okay, what?
I
don't get it.
Me neither. I don't know.
Oh,
I thought we were talking about elves.
It's Friday, thank goodness. Which, of course, means it's time for our Blockbuster Blowout. All right, so who will win the weekend? First up, Just Getting Started, starring Morgan Freeman and Tommy Lee Jones. Quite the cast. Check it out.
Wow. Duke Diver, resident manager of this resort community. Music! Who is that in my parking spot?
It's Mr. Diver's spot.
Mr. Diver, make you wear those clothes.
There's new food on the buffet.
What the?
Oh, and we got some popcorn. Thank you so much, Lexi. You guys don't get popcorn. Next up, there they go. I, Tonya. It stars Margot Robbie as figure skater Tonya Harding. Let's take a look.
I was the best figure skater in the world at one point in time.
Call that a clean skate? Stop talking to her. That girl is your enemy.
My entire life, I've been told I wouldn't amount to anything. And you know what? Maybe I would.
Wow.
That looks really cool.
This movie looks so great, and I saw some of the other background stuff that's going along with it. And Tonya Harding, they showed her on the red carpet seeing the movie, and she said herself that she was portrayed quite well.
And Margot Robbie, you know, was also seen hugging her and embracing her. Margot Robbie has also said she has a lot of sympathy and
empathy. She's the one that's playing her, right?
Empathy for her after playing her. But how do you have empathy for someone that took
a gold medal?
My
question is this. Do you remember when OJ tried to write that book, If I Did It, Here's How I Would Have Done It? And
Right.
they said he couldn't do it because he would have profited off of that.
Right.
Is she not profiting off of an assault that she did? I'm going to see the movie. I'm just asking.
I'm going to see the movie too.
I'm going to see it. It looks really good, but I'm just questioning.
Yeah.
Let's ask our DBL Nation. Let's see which one would you rather see. Look, 72%.
Wow.
I, Tanya. All right, cool. And we gotta go.
That's it.
Oh, we're gonna be right back. Daily Blast Live covers trending stories. Breaking news as it happens. Erica Cobb, I promise I'll never knock your knees out, girl. What's coming up?
I hope not.
Please don't, Eb. I'll do the same for you. All right, so Pope Francis is looking to make a change that impacts all Catholics. He wants to literally rewrite the Lord's Prayer. But don't you need the Lord's permission to do that? I'm sure he knows better than I do, so I'll just let it go. And next, a high school reunion forged in fire. An amazing story of how heroes came together to save homes in Southern California.
Hi, how are you guys? We're gonna start with Kelly because Kelly's great and ladies should go first. Okay, so this is actually it's from Cosmo Magazine, amazing, and I see Johnny Depp, so this obviously has to be the prequel to Harry Potter.
So this has been trending.
Let's see the whole thing in an accent
for a while because the movie's so highly anticipated. So we know Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them was a huge acclaimed movie. You know, you see the continuation of Harry Potter. Well, the most controversial thing is actually the casting of Johnny Depp because that actually came in correlation with his abuse allegations against his wife. So a lot of people have come out saying, you know, why are you casting him in this role? And people have been really outraged. And actually, J.K. Rowling, who we know from Harry Potter franchise, stepped up and actually defended his casting, saying that when she was thinking of this character, she had him in mind. She thinks that he's a perfect fit for it. So
she's not going to change it.
So she's not going to change it. He was already in the first one. He will have a larger role.
Well, that was
in the
that big
second one.
reveal, right? I mean, for anybody that hasn't seen Fantastic Beasts,
Spoiler alert.
I don't want to.
I still haven't seen it yet.
You haven't?
No, not yet. I still haven't seen it. It's on my DVR.
But there is a reveal with Johnny Depp at one point in the movie, and that's why when Kelly's
So he's already established in the brand. And I think that's where the controversy is. How would you take
Yeah, I mean, what do you guys think? I mean, we've been talking about this for a while. I mean, even Kevin Spacey has been removed from House of Cards on Netflix. Is this in that same vein?
How do you separate artists from reality?
Right, or do you agree with JK's decision to sustain him as that in that role, or do you disagree with her? And let us know. Give us your DBL take.
Sierra, she thinks Johnny Depp will be great. Sierra
does?
Yeah.
Well, listen, it's Johnny Depp. He's amazing, but like
He's an
Kelly,
amazing actor.
But like Kelly said, do you separate art from work? And these are allegations, like you know. So it's tough, and I think that we should get to the bottom of them before we remove him from roles. Anyway, so sorry, Connor. Delayed.
That's right.
Oh, this hairdryer matches your shirt today.
I know, right? It's a Swarovski encrusted blow dryer,
Oh
and
my
it's
gosh.
$10,000.
What?
But you get a year of free blowouts, and 100% of the proceeds go to the Humane Society.
Who's blowing out my hair? And does that include tip?
I think there's certain ones depending on your location. I bet you it does include tips. So.
It does include tip. Because imagine being the blowout artist, and you're like, yo, Jen's cheapskate. I'm like, well, I paid $100,000 for the blowout and the blow dryer, and it's. What do you think? If I had $100,000, though, I'd do it. Oh, we gotta go.
Welcome back to Daily Blast Live, the only live show that covers trending stories live as they happen, no matter where you're watching. We've been captivated by the wildfires in Southern California and the bravery of the firefighters there. But a group of friends became heroes when they found themselves in a neighborhood engulfed in flames and without equipment or training. They stepped up and saved the day. The California wildfires sent 5 former friends into hero mode. Camarillo High School classmates Brian, John, and Matthew were just trying to find a place to charge their phones when they came face to face with the flames. That's when they saw familiar faces, Brandon and Prescott from their high school. They had driven right into the burning neighborhood. These dramatic pictures show the 5 buddies surrounded by homes engulfed in flames. The friends channeled their inner firefighter, grabbing garden hoses and banging on doors to alert neighbors and save the neighborhood.
Ryle, focus on that roof next to you as well.
Unexpected heroes at one hell of a high school reunion. Wow.
Unbelievable.
Right, absolutely unbelievable. We have 3 of the 5 friends, John, Brielle, and Matt, they actually are here at DBL joining us right now. And I have to tell the 3 of you, on behalf of all of you, that your actions were heroic. John, I'm going to start with you and ask you, did you think at any point, like, what am I doing? Did you even consider the danger?
Honestly, the only time we actually thought that we might be in danger was when the police officers would approach us and say, hey guys, it's not worth it, just leave, you're not going to be able to save it. But we knew while we were there, we're actually making a difference with the flames. Sure. And we're actually putting them out. And so eventually the firefighters came up to us and started giving us tips, to the point where we actually had a volunteer firefighter lend us a fire hose. And some of us went on top of a roof and we sprayed down the palm tree. Wow. And we ended up saving these houses.
Wow. Incredible. Brielle, tell us what it was like fighting the fire with no protection, garden hoses, and now we learned a fire hose as well. What was that like? What were you feeling?
We were getting kind of burned, especially me when I had my shirt off at one point because it was so hot. Almost apocalyptic, I guess you could say.
You know, we all wonder if we're fight or flight people. Obviously, you guys are fight people and amazing. Matt, what went through your mind when you saw your other friends from high school who you haven't seen in years?
I was just shocked seeing, your friends that you haven't seen in a while. And it definitely helped us kind of, stick together and, see the whole thing through.
Divine intervention.
Wow. All right, guys, how many homes would you say you saved? And big question here is, would you do it again?
We saved 3 houses and 2 apartment buildings.
Wow.
So we would definitely do it again.
John, Matthew, Brielle, and all of your friends that came together to do this, and which was unexpectedly for you guys. We want to just thank you for doing the right thing. There's so many people that may have done it another way, but we just thank you for being the heroes that you are.
Completely.
Fitness pro Jen Wiederstrom with a major trending story. Jen.
Amazing story, guys. So dinosaurs, explosions, and volcanoes. Oh my. Well, that can only mean one thing, of course. The new trailer for Jurassic World is out. So Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard are back as the leads, and fan favorite and my secret boyfriend, Jeff Goldblum, is returning too. Let's check it out.
And if we're not careful, they're going to be here after.
What's scarier than dinosaurs? Could it be a volcano and angry dinosaurs? At least Chris Pratt's super hot still, huh? Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom hits theaters June 22nd. Who's going with me?
I'm in.
I got to move.
All right, you gonna go?
I can't wait.
Everybody here?
I like the last one.
I love dinosaurs.
Let's be about it. Daily Blast Live is all about what you're talking about in real time. Erica Cobb, what's coming up?
Well, all you ladies out there, one celebrity is outraged over a backhanded compliment that many of us also get. Stick around to see if it upsets you as well. And on Fridays, we rate the best and worst viral videos. So where does this cosmic coupe rank? Comedian Al Jackson's hilarious take next. And we love this viral video with more than 4 million views. This kitten climbs in his bowl because that's what you do when you're hungry and sleepy at the same time.
Hey guys, it's Jason from the digital team. You guys are coming in with all kinds of comments, which we love. Jacoby Rose on YouTube says, I don't know why people want snow so much. It's a mess on the roads, especially down there. Car accidents will be seen everywhere. Hashtag Debbie Downer. Wah, wah. Well, Jacoby, I agree. I grew up in Boston, and it's fun to see at Christmas, but then after Christmas, I'm not so into it. So it really is more hassle than not. You should go up to the mountains if you want to see snow, and then escape it for your day-to-day activities. That's just my opinion, though. Annie Bloom on Facebook's it's supposed to snow in Virginia tonight and possibly tomorrow. Well, I hope you guys enjoy that for the holiday season. Ellis Walker on YouTube, for all affected in the fires, please stay safe and be careful. That's very nice, Ellis. We echo those sentiments. Tamara Gibson says, sweet story about fixing the elf on the shelf. Yes, I thought that was a sweet story as well. Sierra Mackenzie on YouTube says, just getting started looks so funny. I think so too. Listen, I'm telling you, those old guys on wacky adventure movies always do really well, so I'm sure it'll be a fun romp. You know, similar to that, we just did an interview, which we're going to show later on, with Henry Winkler and William Shatner, who are on a new NBC show premiering soon about Henry Winkler, Terry Bradshaw, William Shatner, and who's the fourth? Oh, George Foreman. 4 old dudes that go on adventures all over the world together. It's actually, I saw the first season on NBC last year, and it was really, really funny. They're actually, they kind of put themselves in insanely crazy situations all over the country. Henry Winkler was riding a camel, which is pretty funny when you think about the Fonz on a camel. How is that not funny? But I just wanted to read some more comments. Oh, Mary Mentz, Facebook. Love that story. I think she's talking about the elf on the shelf. And Tamara Gibson says, I love this story. I agree with Jeff. We need positive stories. Listen, that is our #1 goal here, is to try and mostly give you guys uplifting stories. I mean, we try to track whatever's trending, and life is not always positive. But, you know, in the midst of even some controversial topics, our goal is to strive to be positive. We are all human. We are all passionate. Sometimes our passion may supersede our positivity, but I think we can all agree that there's a lot going on in the world, and for all of us, staying positive all the time is not the easiest thing. So we just want you to know that we are with you. We're always striving, and sometimes we need you guys to lift us up. So keep your comments coming.
This video when Al Jackson picks the craziest viral videos from the week and rates them with a little help from Jeff Schroeder. Take it away, guys.
Thank you so much, Erica. That's right, it's Friday, so that means one thing. Rate this video with everyone's favorite comedian, Mr. Al Jackson.
How are you? Happy
Good
Friday.
Friday. Happy Friday, man. Weekend's almost here, Al. Let's get started. This one little helper may not have been so helpful after all. Check this out, Al.
Now, Jeff, I'm looking at this. This kid is so cute. I mean, you know, I was like, can we start off with just a 5 Al emoji? But I'm like, look, you know, that's more of like a, turquoise. We needed more of a taupe in that room.
Oh, okay.
He's gonna lose a half an Al emoji, but he still gets 4.5 heart eye Al emojis.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Still a great job. That's a good score.
That's right.
All right, Al, these next video, these chickens are out of this world, man. Check this out.
I love it because this is going green. That space shuttle, it relies on chicken poop to fly. And because it's going green, it definitely gets 4 sunglasses Al emojis.
Oh, Al feeling generous today. All right. Let's hope this next guy, Al, bought some Apple insurance. Look at this guy.
All right. I'm loving it. Now, he's got some good footwork. He tried with a soccer ball, but...
Al.
All right. Now, Jeff, I had some problems with this video.
You know, I kind of do too.
What was your issue with it?
Bad acting?
I think I don't know if that was an active phone, because no one does like this unless they're like in the first level of improv classes. I think he was lying, and because of that, he only gets 1.5 Al head bondage emojis. Let's go to the last.
That's a good score. All right, Al, this last one, it warms the heart. Look at this rescue of a dog who was stuck in icy water.
Yes. I mean, that literally warms the heart. I mean, this guy went out there, he really risked his life. And we don't do this very often, but very easily, this gets 5 Halo Al emojis.
Which means that's a Hall of Famer automatically with 5 Al emojis. All right, everybody, that was Rate This Video with comedian Mr. Al Jackson. Pop culture guru Tori Shulman with the new trending story coming in hot.
That is true, coming in hot. The year's most popular emojis, according to Apple. So the list includes the classic skull and beloved heart. But #1, anyone want to guess, goes to... Well, you can see it on the screen. It's the haha emoji. These tiny symbols have become their own language, so we wrote titles of books using only emojis for our hosts to guess. Take a look.
To die, bird, die hard. Die hard is the last word.
Knife, fork, pray, heart.
This emoji says, there's a 2, okay, too scared to fly?
To Kill a Mockingbird?
Eat, pray, love.
To Kill a Mockingbird. Yeah.
All right, my favorite emoji, the face palm emoji. Back to you guys.
Big story.
I don't use that get one a lot.
I don't.
What's your go-to? Mine's the crying. That's
We gotta go,
crying
Al's
laughing.
heart.
Thumbs up.
A Good Morning
Sorry, Al, I
America
love
tweet
you.
is causing an uproar. And got a question for Google? Maybe Will Ferrell will help answer it. Coming up, big name celebs who are answering your pressing questions. And Chance the Rapper's new daytime gig as a weatherman. The video clip that's gone viral.
Promote.
Welcome back to Daily Blast Live. Pop culture guru Tori Shulman. She's got a new trending story coming in hot.
Coming in hot, guys. Google is putting celebrities to work. Stars are posting answers to the most Googled questions about themselves. So here's how it works. Ask Google a question about a celebrity and a video appears at the top of the search results. You'll hear straight from the source whether Tracy Ellis Ross can sing or if Will Ferrell speaks Swedish. Check it out.
How to style your hair like Nick Jonas. It's very simple, actually. Get out of the shower, go like this, and it's done.
I am, in fact, related to Dave Franco. I am James Franco.
As long as someone is playing drums off camera and I move the sticks like I can play drums.
All right, there is a catch. It only works on mobile devices. So this is brand new. We're expecting more famous faces to pop up. But DBL Nation, who do you want to see answering your questions? Jeff, Gary Busey answered he is single. Back to you guys.
Oh, love it.
He's not single. I just want to hang out with him.
He does seem like a fun guy. I want to have a shout out to 56 It's Me on Facebook. They say, love Jeff's balanced and balanced comments. Ebony, thank you for reminding us we're individuals and have varied opinions, not just as a group. I don't agree with myself sometimes from day to day.
Awesome.
Thank you.
I have one as well. Thank you. That was very nice. And Karen Boyle's Shield also wrote, this is what I saw when I came home last night. My neighbors built this snowman in front of my apartment in Kyle, Texas.
Wow. Wish we could build a snowman. More trending stories in our next half hour of Daily Blast Live, including a huge change that could impact Catholics around the world. Why the Pope wants to change the Lord's Prayer. And parents, listen up. We got holiday gifts that will hopefully give your adult kids the hint. It's time to move out. All that and more coming up.
It's Daily Blast Live, the only live show that covers breaking news and top trending stories that are happening right now. We are live in the DBL studios where our team is busy tracking the top stories and videos right at this moment, as well as the top 3 feel-good stories trending right now. Chip and Joanna Gaines are bringing their magic to the kids who need it most. Patients at the St. Jude Target House. Check it out.
I'm most excited about seeing Chip and Joanna because I love watching their shows. It always takes my mind off my treatment, and I'm just so excited to see their faces.
And look at these gorgeous before and afters of the facility's dining hall. Amazing as always. On the Late Late Show last night, James Corden heard that Taylor Swift was missing a backup dancer, so he sprung into action. Check it out.
I'm ready. Use me. Use me. I'll slot right in. Problem solved. And do you want me to shout because she's dead? Come in. Oh. Because she's dead! Oh, look what you made me do. Look what you made me do. Look what you just made me do. Look what you just made me do.
Yeah, you can't unsee that either. And Chance the Rapper also had to sub in for a job. Today he stopped by Chicago's WGN TV station to do the weather report. Watch.
19 still at Midway. A lot of 19s going on. Due to the Peruvian purchase, apparently Peru is in here too. Just in case I have to take some. I got an invisibility cloak. St. Louis is also a part of Illinois, apparently. Every snowflake is different. They actually have like different DNA, like people.
It's easier than it looks.
Yeah, it wasn't hard at all.
No, yeah.
I'm actually looking for a job, so.
Clearly, it's not as easy as it looks. Now, Sam, do you think that Chance will stop by DBL and maybe fill in for us?
I think there's a really good chance of that, Erica.
Oh, nice.
No, it doesn't deserve that, but thank you. Joining me is media maven Ebony Steele, everyone's favorite Big Brother Jeff Schroeder, comedian Al Jackson, and I'm Sam Shocker. Let's get right to it. Social media is on fire. Let me tell you, after Good Morning America posted this headline on its Twitter feed, quote, "For many black women, Meghan Markle's engagement offers hope." This has people furious. Christine Stansel, for example, tweeted, "Sickening. You should retract this article implying that black women can only find hope in European lifestyles is absurd and offensive. Black women aspire to so much more than seeing ourselves through the lens of whites." I was talking to you, Ebony, earlier, just if you, as a black woman, was offended.
Yeah, they call this disgusting. I don't know if you would call it disgusting, but I was a little bit offended. And Meghan Markle, she identifies her mother, well, her mother's black, her father's white, and she doesn't identify with either. And she said this openly because she doesn't want to exclude either race, and she calls herself biracial, period. So that's her stance. I think when you group people into an entire group and say that, hey, this is how this certain group of people feels, that's very, very unfair. I think if we wanted to look for hope, we should look for it in just strong women, period. Not the fact that they have to be black, Latina, whatever, because we could say that we found that hope with Michelle Obama. So can I see both sides? I'm going to say no on this one, just simply because if you're going to say, you know, it's giving hope for black women, say it's going to give hope to biracial women, because that's what Meghan Markle calls herself.
And I think it was tone deaf. I think if we would have a conversation, because then somebody could have chimed in and said, well, perhaps she's the first woman of color to reign in as a royal, but that's actually not a fact. But I'll get to that. So, but to have it as a headline is offensive because you can't have dialogue really surrounding a headline. You just read it. But Meghan Markle isn't the first black royal family member. It turns out.
Slick Rick.
Queen Latifah?
No, it turns out that the wife of King George III, who was queen from 1761 until her death in 1818, was of mixed race. So there you go.
I just got your joke.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
We're going to move on to Pope Francis. Pope Francis is considering a major change to the Lord's Prayer. Digital producer Raquel Villanueva, she has news about this right now.
Yeah, right now people are reacting online to the Pope suggesting a change in the Lord's Prayer. He says he wants to adjust the line to lead us not into temptation because God does not lead humans into sin. That's what he's saying. Pope Francis hopes to revise it to this: do not let us fall into temptation. The Lord's Prayer appears in the Bible and has already been memorized by millions of Christians all across the world. The change in wording has happened in France already, and the Pope hopes it changes worldwide. Back to you.
Can you change a prayer? I didn't even know you could.
That's interesting.
They've been so I'm Catholic. Thank you for the tip, Raquel. And I go to church, unfortunately, on Christmas and Easter. You know,
you better get ready. And
I pray every night. I do pray every night, but when I go to church, sometimes they change things from the following year, and I'm like, Our Father, and I'm like, and I kind of well, I know the verses, but then they change little things like that. So thank you for the tip. I'll be ready this year.
First time they kind of mumbled around.
That's what I'll be doing.
Moving on to Tandy Newton, the actress from HBO series Westworld, is giving some advice right now. It's for all those who tell women, "Ugh, you look good for your age." She thinks you should say, quote, "You look good for a Renaissance woman holding down everything and still managing to have a glow about you." Yes, Tandy. And at 45, honey, you look good for any age. I agree with her. I think when people say that, or when people say, that's just condescending, right?
It is. Don't you wonder, like, either, like, are you really trying to offend me, or do you really not know? And I don't know which one's worse.
Well,
I think people really don't know.
I'm going to defer to Jeff on this one because, you know, you talk about positivity a lot. And I think that sometimes if people see you, sometimes they don't know what to say. So they may think that what they're saying is not offensive. Because I've had people to say that as far as my age is concerned. I have a heavy voice and I started in radio. People tell me, "Oh my gosh, I thought you were tall and, you know, maybe overweight," or, you know, but seeing you, "Oh, you're better, you look better in person than your pictures." And so it can be offensive, but I think that we are all out there trying to look and do our best. So we're always having an ear for people to comment on how we may look.
Are there any comments that ever, great point,
you look
are there
terrific, Ebony, today.
Just today? Really?
I knew it. You know what?
What about yesterday?
You bring up a good point, though, because sometimes
any comments irk you, though?
No, sometimes men say stupid things like that. You could get yourself in trouble.
Like relax. Never tell a woman to relax. That's just, I see red. I want to.
But I think sometimes people mean for it like to be a compliment, and it just comes out the wrong way.
I know after shows people come up and, hey, they'll be like, "Hey, pretty funny," and I'm like, "Why'd you have to put pretty in there?" It's just weird, like these little words that kind of just like throw it off.
And I'm sure it always has good intent, minus the relax comment. That never has a good intent.
Well, my grandmother.
I was about to say relax to her, but I was like, she's too close to me.
I know, it's too close.
I grew up in Birmingham, Alabama. My grandmother, Flora McGee, had the Charm Modeling and Etiquette School. So I'll tell you two things she always told us. If you're ever questionable about whether someone's pregnant or not, don't ask. Don't bring it up. Like, are you expecting? Don't. Unless they bring it up, don't ask. And number two, if you see two women together and you can tell that they look alike, don't ever say, "Is that daughter, mother?" Just say, "Are you guys kin?" or "Is that your sister?"
Kin?
Are you kin?
Well, are you all related?
Are we in a Lincoln Log House saying this?
That's good. Hey, DBO Nation, let us know what irks you. Certain phrases, statements. We want to know what you have to say. We're going to go to digital producer Kelly Schubert. She has news at this moment.
Hey, guys, I do. At least 500 flights are canceled at Hartsfield-Jackson Airport in Atlanta because of this. Check it out. It is snowing there, and it is pretty intense. This is a live webcam coming from our sister station, 11 Alive. 700 other flights are delayed right now, and it doesn't look like it's going to get better soon. So I'll keep you guys updated. Back to you.
Ebony, you're not heading home because sometimes you do on the weekend.
I do. I'm not going to Atlanta this weekend.
Lucky you. You would have. Your flight probably would have been canceled.
One thing,
not fun.
When your flights are canceled, it's nothing you can do is just sit there and be mad.
Yep.
The airport will hunk
I'm
you.
going to Miami. No snow down there.
You are fun.
Yes.
Oh man, okay. God, a day in the life of Al Jackson. Everybody. Serena Williams is assembling a social media mom squad. She tweeted, "Fellow moms, how long did you breastfeed? Is it weird that I get emotional when I even think about when it's time to stop?" The tennis pro had baby Alexis just 3 months ago. Oh, they are so cute together.
They are.
Wow. Yeah, I totally understand where she's coming from because I went back and forth. How long should I breastfeed for? Will I be able to last? I'm at, because sometimes your supply doesn't last. I'm at 6 months right now, still breastfeeding Sophie. And sometimes you just don't want to. And that's totally okay for the moms out there that choose not to.
So if you were given a message to Serena, what would you say? Tell her.
My message would be to keep going. Because I know for me personally, when I started breastfeeding, it was tough because Sophie wasn't latching properly. But as we've gone on, we've developed a really good nursing relationship, and you really do produce oxytocin when you are nursing, and it makes me feel so good. It makes her feel bonded. And a health thing that I just recently learned from a fellow mommy was that your breast milk actually will recalculate its components, its nutrition, if your baby is lacking any antibodies at that particular moment, which is fascinating.
That is
But
great.
again, moms, do you. We have enough on our plates. Just do you, because if you feel good about yourself, you'll be a great mom. Whatever that may be. Whatever that is.
I call it a super sexy mom. Daily Blast Live is all about live news as it's happening. Erica.
New details happening right now about those wildfires in California. Firefighters right now are trying to battle the flames, but the brutal Santa Ana winds are making it almost impossible. The latest is still ahead. And it's Fitness Friday, so our trainer extraordinaire, Miss Jen Wiederstrom, with the reasons why it may be difficult to lose weight. And we are loving your viral videos, so keep them coming to DBL. Mom and Dad forgot the candles, but this birthday boy went with it and tries to blow them out anyway. We'll be right back.
All right, guys, we got 2 minutes and 30 seconds to back to Fitness Friday.
What's up, DBL Nation? Leo Rydell here to break a trending story. It's actually on Twitter, and the highest paid rapper of 2017 is P. Diddy. Diddy made the top of the 2017's highest paid musicians, but he hasn't even released new music. Now, how is he doing this, you ask? He is actually signed with Ciroc and has many other deals that he's got going on besides music. Now, he's a business mogul, and this is how he has climbed to the top of the ladder. DBO Nation, does this surprise you? Tell us, who are your top musicians for 2017? Shakara, what you got going on over there?
Well, this is trending on Delish.com right now. Apparently, it's the 12 days of cheese because Whole Foods starting today for the next 12 days is making its selection of cheese super giftable. They slashed all the prices in half. Every day, a new variety will sell for 50% of what its tag reads. Here are the names of the very fancy cheeses that they have. But, you know, I'm a basic girl. I can just go with some mild cheddar and I'm pretty good. What's your favorite cheese? You got any favorite cheeses out there? Brooke, do you have a favorite cheese?
My favorite cheese is Gouda because of that one movie with Amanda Bynes. Remember that movie? She's the man. She goes, what did she say, Angelica? Remember? Oh gosh. Okay, fine.
Angelica has a story.
We don't have time. We'll have to get to me next time.
It was all my fault. I was
But it's
going
about
on about
Santa.
cheese.
It's about Santa, not Gouda. I know we're boring.
Happy
You guys.
Friday, though, DBL Nation. Sorry,
It's okay. All right.
Every day you can
Happy Friday.
Leo tossed to you and I was like,
Welcome back to Daily Blast Live, the only live daytime show that covers trending stories live as they happen. Are you watching what you eat and working out but still not losing weight? You are not alone. And fitness pro Jen Wiederstrom with reasons why your diet isn't working in today's Fitness Friday. Yes, Fitness Friday, people! We're already working out.
How can you not dance to this music?
I know, it's a great theme song. All right, thanks, Erica. Let's get right to it. Jen, what's one reason someone's weight is at a standstill? I am at that. Everyone at home, raise your hand in the studio. What do we do?
I would say 9 times out of 10 when people are struggling with the plateau, it's because, and it's going to sound crazy, but you're just not eating enough. Ultimately, what happens is your body, when it doesn't get enough food, it feels like it needs to hold on to or hoard the fat as an energy store. And you're going to notice you're doing it because you're going to have low energy, it'll be hard to focus, and you'll have cravings because sugar is a really easy, accessible energy source, and that's why you want those sweets.
That's why I want those sweets.
Yeah.
Tell that to my stomach. All right, so what do you suggest?
Don't do that.
Thank you. All right, so what do you suggest we do?
So my go-to solution is put the biggest meal at the beginning of your day. Starting it with like a healthy starch, like an oatmeal is kind of what has saved me over the years, and it will save you too. It's like going on a road trip and having a full tank of gas. That's what I need you to do.
Oh, full tank of gas. I got a full tank of Big Macs. All right, what's another reason the scale is not moving?
Okay, another reason, and this is going to kind of sound counterintuitive, but you have to make sure you're eating the right foods for you. Most people are eating the wrong foods for you. You have to customize. I call it body talk. Listen to your body, and it's going to sound funny, but there are healthy foods that are not good for you either. I even had a contestant on The Biggest Loser. Her name's Sarah Gilbert. Hi, Sarah. When she started on the show, she was struggling to lose the weight, all the working out, all the meal planning, and I was like, what could it be? And I removed animal-sourced proteins and like dairy products, and the weight just started to fall off for her. Her skin cleared. It was a big difference.
So how do we get like Sarah? How do you know if you're eating the wrong food?
A really good indicator is how hungry you are. So if you have a meal and you're not hungry for 2, 3, 4 hours, it's probably not breaking down very well in your system. What I'd rather have you do is be hungry in about 2 hours. So pay attention to what happens as far as that goes, and honor those foods that you digest faster. You're going to see waistline change. You're going to see the scale change.
Wow, let's all get svelte together. Thank you. Comedian Al Jackson with
the new trending story coming in hot.
Oh, this is coming in really hot, almost hotter than our cameraman Rob, who has a hustle over here. Appreciate you, brother. This is, if you're about to be an empty nester or you want to be, listen up. Look, parents, I'm a parent. I know that you guys love your kids, but to a point. That's why Mashable.com has a list of gift ideas that will hopefully give your adult kids the hint that it's time to go. That's right. First up, how about this? Wrap up your empty boxes. Let them have all the joy of opening the gifts on Christmas morning, and now they just have an empty box, and you're like, guess what? Put your stuff in there and leave. Second thing you could do, you know, how about instead of tossing those boxes under the Christmas tree, put them in the back of a moving truck that's in the driveway. Fill those gifts up and give them a blunt message that says, hey, we love you, but it's time to go. Finally, if empty boxes in a moving truck are not hammering your point home, guess what? Let a movie do it for you. Let the title do the work. How about the movie Get Out? That should do the trick. And last but not least, you know, with the research, you can just kind of change the locks. They'll get the hint when they're outside. Christmas is about family and togetherness, but after a while, after the holidays, it's time to get your house back. Back to you guys.
Daily Blast Live loves your viral videos. Erica, what's our DBL Nation sharing right now?
Well, Sam, they're loving this video of adorable tiger cubs born at the Jacksonville Zoo in Florida. It'll be a few months before you can see the cubs at the zoo. Vets want to make sure these critically endangered cubs are healthy and ready for the spotlight. And up next, an incredible story of survival, how a woman survived paralysis to become a wife and mother. It's today's Heartthreads.
Angelica's going to tell you about the story she got cut off from last break.
Yes, this is super exciting. Okay, so every year you can go visit where they track Santa, and it's actually here in Colorado. It's called NORAD, and this story is trending online right now. This is NORAD's actual website, and you can track where Santa is. So if you click on the website, it'll show you. You can visit their headquarters. This is NORAD. And it's really fun. You can see that this is an actual real place in Colorado Springs. And it tells you where Santa is. And on Christmas Eve, they have a bunch of people working, and it shows you their exact location. It's always a fun story to do.
Angelica, you've been there a few times, haven't you, in
Yes,
real
and
life?
it's really fun. Yeah, I've been there for work, and it's really cool to see all the behind-the-scenes action.
That's awesome. Santa.
And then it's National Brownie Day, so we're going to talk about that.
Yeah, Angelica, come over here because you actually
She's the
made
creator.
these. So Angelica's the hands behind our DIY videos. Today's actually National Brownie Day.
Yay!
It's a day for everything, and I love brownies. So this is super fun. Angelica, explain what you did here with the Santa brownie hat.
Okay, so all you do is use circular brownies like you see here, or you can cut them into circular shape, and then you cut the top off of strawberries. Super easy, and then you place some frosting around all of the brownies, just like this.
These are Angelica's hands.
Now, is this frosting, it's frosting, right? Frosting?
Yeah, just like out of a can, or you
So,
can use out of a
for
packet.
busy moms out there, this is a really easy way to
Yes.
go to the local supermarket and buy the round brownies, and then take them for school projects and put frosting and strawberries.
This took about 5 minutes.
It's
tops.
kind of a, hey, I made time. How cute is that? So, you know, not every project for Christmas, you can make things special by kind of cutting the time in half by buying pre-made round brownies. I'm just saying, you can make them from scratch, which is super awesome for everyone who has time to make things from scratch, or you can just buy the brownie rounds at the local Kroger's or Safeway or Ralph's.
Fake it.
Start
hard
market.
work for you. Exactly.
All right, guys. So, you know, if you've got any ideas like this, you know, I know moms are always looking for projects for class gifts and stuff for Christmas and the holidays. So, if you guys have any other easy ones, send them to us.
Welcome back to Daily Blast Live, where we're all about breaking news, entertainment, and trending topics. We're keeping tabs on the Southern California wildfires, so let's go to digital producer Kelly Schubert with the breaking news Fast Blast.
Guys, I am. I'm keeping an eye on all 6 wildfires burning across 4 counties in California right now. Check out this video of the fast-moving lilac fire burning in San Diego County right now. That fire has burned more than 4,000 acres just since yesterday afternoon. All the wildfires burning in Southern California have forced almost 200,000 people out of their homes and destroyed more than 500 structures. I'm going to continue to keep an eye on these, and I'll bring you any updates. Back to you, Erica.
Thank you, Kelly. It's time for Heart Threads, which are stories of inspiration and hope, which we can all certainly use right now. A freak accident left a woman paralyzed, but with a little help and a lot of love, she pulled through to eventually become a wife and a mother.
This woman recovered from paralysis to become a wife and mom. Liz Mitchell fell from a 16-foot balcony, paralyzing her from the neck down. Doctors told her she might never walk again. Liz didn't know what her future held. But her boyfriend Brian stayed by her side.
The positive attitude she had and always a smile on her face and always working so hard, that's what made me know right there that this was the woman that I needed to marry.
She endured a long recovery. But she walked again. Then she and Brian walked down the aisle. And a few days before Thanksgiving the next year, they welcomed a baby girl. They named her Dorothy Marie, meaning gift of God.
Life has changed so much, but for the better.
Isn't this story incredible? It's for so many reasons, but I think it really shows what a true marriage is, like when one person gets knocked down and having to be that person and give them more support and all the amazing things that could happen.
For better or worse.
Yes.
Right. I mean, in every picture they had of her, he was right in every
Right
one.
there.
So he was right there holding her hand.
I love that.
What a
That's a
beautiful
great
story.
In sickness and in health, absolutely.
Right.
Fitness pro Jen Widerstrom, she has a new trending story coming in hot.
So a new Facebook feature is coming in hot today. It's called Did You Know? So Facebook asks you bizarre questions so your friends can get to know you better, probably even better than you'd like to know them. They're questions that you've never been asked, so of course we had to try it. Check it out.
If I could visit another planet, I'd probably go Saturn because of the rings. I'd like to, I don't know, Saturn.
The most random photo on my phone right now is I took a photo of this girl at a pool in LA because she looked like a picture, but I didn't know her. It was really creepy.
If I could choose to be an amazing painter or brilliant mathematician, I'd rather be a painter. Mathematicians don't get girls.
What else do you want from me? It doesn't really say that. But what else do you want from me, Facebook?
Oh, Sam. So there are over 50 questions you have to answer. You can find it on your profile page. I just want to know what Jeff wants to do on Saturn. Back to you guys.
Ooh, what do you want to do on Saturn?
I don't know. I was thinking like ice skating, and I'm like, that's a stupid answer.
On them rings?
So there you go. I said
Saturn.
instead of saying it, I said
Saturn's a gas planet. It's not a solid planet, so it'd be tough to do.
But you said you like the rings.
Beautiful.
I like the rings, that's all. It looks pretty.
The gas rings.
Thank you
We got a viewer video of snow. Take a look at Carly. She writes, "This is me at Texas State University when it started snowing yesterday. That is awesome." Hey, Carly, and speaking of viewer comments, I want to read as far as people, you know, like what grinds our gears and what statements we find offensive. First, let's go to Jacoby Rose on YouTube. He says, "You're the whitest black eye I know. Grinds my gears." There's also, "How do you not know the words to this song?" from people assuming all black people know the words to all rap songs. Yeah, I could see how both of those would be
Grind your
offensive.
gears, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. It's assuming.
Right.
That all black people listen to rap and that all black people, yeah.
You said which song? Did I miss the
You
song?
know the one.
I'll only judge if you don't know the words to Summertime. Like Will Smith's. Like, you should know that. You should know the
All people should
We
know
all
that.
know that song.
It's a national anthem.
Yep. Our staff is busy tracking the stories that are trending, and you're sharing. For all you holiday travelers, the TSA has this festive and friendly reminder. Listen as we go to break.
Dashing to your gate, trying to be on time. Listen to my words to get you through this line. You grab yourself 2 trays, you find a spot.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by...
We came to Burlington.
Welcome back to Daily Blast Live. At the end of the show, we normally look back at the funniest moments, but today our producer Abby found a video of a mother-son dancing duo we just have to share. Check it out. So this must be, is this like a talent show?
Get it, mama.
She's good.
Oh, yeah. Dun, dun, Tonto, jump on it. And
is that the invisible pony, Jeff?
Yeah.
Hey.
Is that from like the creation of dance or whatever?
Stanky leg?
Oh, she's doing the stanky leg.
Hey. Oh, that's the Superman.
Superman.
That's that viral video about like the creation of dance. Remember? You know what I'm talking about? That one guy did all that. I think that's what they were trying to mimic.
Thank you, Jeff.
I mean, she was on it. I think in some parts, like you're a choreographer. I think she was on it more than he was.
I love when two people are dancing and they're kind of looking out the corner of their eye at each other like, what's next? Oh, okay, that was it, yeah.
We're on the same note.
But he was looking at mama.
And we do have a funny moment from earlier in our show.
Welcome to Daily Blast Live. It's Friday.
Yay, Friday! We hope that you all have a great weekend. The weekend is here. The stories never stop. We don't either. We're live on YouTube and Facebook. Keep the conversation going.
Keep it going. Do the Sam.
Happy weekend.
Hey guys, it's been a very crazy day here at Daily Blast Live, but I guess all Fridays as you head towards the weekend get a little insane. But Connor's got a new story with
Rihanna.
Yes, I know. I know.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. Sorry. All right. Anyway, Rihanna's trending right now because she is fueling engagement rumors right now. She's currently dating Saudi businessman. His name is Hassim Salim. And essentially, she went out for a night on the town in this outfit here, and she was seen with an engagement-like ring right here. So it's feeling, you know, that sort of engagement sort of rumors, but they've only been dating for a short time, so sources close to them are saying that they are in fact not engaged, but, you know, I'm sure she's loving the publicity anyway. So that's trending right now. For the full story, you can go to peoplemagazine.com and check that out. Alrighty, Kelly Grega, what do you got?
Yeah, hey guys, it's Kelly in Digital Lounge. So we know that at the end of the year comes a lot of predictions about what's going to be happening in 2018, and the biggest food trend prediction is figs. So this is actually coming from Food and Wine magazine, and they say that in 2018, a lot of dishes and a lot of chefs are going to be incorporating figs. But we want your double take. What do you want to see on menus? Do you agree with figs coming in?
No.
No?
The only figs I like are Fig Newtons.
I think, well, Fig Newtons are great, but there could be a lot of integration. You know, there's ice creams, you could do a lot of desserts, and even savory things, I think.
I've seen those like appetizers that are like figs with goat cheese in them with bacon. Oh, heck yes.
So what crazy
good. It's like
food
sweet,
inventions
but
do you want figs?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm tossing it off to Brett now.
I think we're just about out of time. See you guys.
Thank goodness it's Friday, December 8th, and this is Daily Blast Live. We've got everything you need to know in trending news and entertainment, and it's all live right now.
The California fires have caused devastation, but heroes have emerged, including 5 high school friends who band together to save their neighborhood. Next.
Tennis sensation Serena Williams is asking the world for parenting advice, so our own Sam Shocker will share her best tips for new moms.
An elf on the shelf was rushed to the emergency room as Orlando doctors performed life-saving surgery. We've got the raw video everyone is talking about in today's Top 5.
Welcome to Daily Blast Live. get ready for the weekend because it's Friday, December the 8th, and we are the only live show that covers what you're talking about right now. Let's get started with the top 5 trending stories, and what better person to toss it down to than my boy, the one and only Jeff Schroeder.
Thank you,
Hey,
Ebony
Jeff.
Steele. Looking very Christmassy today. I love it. That's right, guys. We are live, and I'm here with radio girl Erica Cobb, Biggest Loser trainer Jen Wiederstrom, and pop culture guru Tori Shulman. We want to welcome all of our viewers to Daily Blast Live. We're a trending news and entertainment show that is live and covers what is happening right now. Our entire DBL team, it might not look it, but they're happy it's Friday in our studio right now to cover news as it trends. We'll interrupt the show at any moment with breaking news. I miss having Hannah and Stu out there. They're busy. They're busy. Threw us off.
They're working for the weekend. They're busy right now.
There it is. All right, guys. Right now, wildfires continue to ravage Southern California for a 5th day. All week, we've been showing you the devastating video. Right now, this video is going viral. Rescue workers risking their own lives to free as many of the horses from this training center as possible. It's from the Lilac Fire in Bonsall, California. Thankfully, most of the horses survive. But unfortunately, in tragedies like this, let's just be fortunate that some of them survive.
I mean, Kelly kept saying it over and over again yesterday. The Santa Ana winds is the biggest problem here because the gusts are so strong that the speed of which the fire has kind of gone makes so much of the land that it's hitting unpredictable, and which makes the time of, as I say, time is the essence with these horses.
All right.
And just so you guys know, put out some water for your animals in case they're coming through the wildlife. If you put out buckets, they will smell it and come to you. Just be careful of your animal companions, but you can help in your backyard.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we are live following all new developments on the fires as we're talking about. Digital producer Kelly Schubert with the breaking news Fast Blast.
Yeah, President Trump has just ordered federal assistance for the 6 wildfires burning across 4 counties in Southern California. The biggest fire is burning in Ventura County and has burned more than 130,000 acres. It has destroyed more than 400 structures and is still threatening 15,000 structures right now. It's just 10% contained, with 88,000 people still evacuated. And in San Diego County, the Lilac Fire you just heard Jeff talking about, that has burned more than 4,000 acres in just 24 hours. Take a look at the video. You can just see how out of control the flames are that firefighters are dealing with. They are trying to take advantage of calmer winds right now before the Santa Anas pick up again this afternoon. I'm keeping an eye on all of the wildfires, and I'll bring you any updates throughout the show.
Thank you so much, Kelly. Again, guys, we are live, and here's how you can help. The Red Cross is taking donations to help with the evacuation centers, or United Way in LA and Ventura have fire relief funds as well. All the info is on our social media pages.
Can I ask a question though? Is it money that makes a difference, or like manpower? There's a feeling
of both. It's both.
Because how do we cycle through enough firefighters to keep going? I mean, we were talking, was it earlier today, about the firefighters don't know when they're going to get reprieve, so they have like this huge meal, and they're just working maybe 24 hours.
Jose Andres is coming out. Tom Colicchio is coming out. They're cooking for the firefighters. I think what you're saying is manpower right now, because they're just exhausted. And I also think that they have no replenishment for fuel for themselves. Yeah. But money also gets supplies. It gets people out to animals. It gets people out to houses. So we need both. We need both.
All right, as California deals with the fire, some parts of Texas are dealing with the snow for the first time since the 60s. Digital producer Raquel Villanueva with news at this moment.
That's right, Jeff. Parts of South Texas woke up to a blanket of snow today, and even though it caused traffic delays and closures, the DBL Nation was loving it. You shared your snow photos with us, and Carly Shields was dancing at Texas State University. And over here, Karen Boyle-Shields, she came home to find the snowman. And over in Houston, JJ Watt of the Houston Texans couldn't get enough of the rare snowfall, tweeting about it all day. Now, if we go over to Atlanta, though, right now, we have some snow delays right now. There are 500 flights currently canceled and 700 are delayed. Now, we're both keeping track of the weather for you, and DBL Nation, keep sending us your snow photos. We love sharing them. Back to you. Snow.
It's tough to say. It's tough to say. I got your back, Raquel. But you know what's weird? Being from Chicago and then like living in LA, I met people that they're like, I've never seen snow. And I'm like, what? I don't know why it blows my mind, but I guess there's some parts of the world that don't have snow.
Funny, the nostalgia around snow for us, I'm like, oh, it's just snow. But I had a roommate in college from Dallas, and when it snowed in Kansas, she threw herself down and started making a snow angel. I was like, Beth, get up. She's like, but this is what you do.
This is what you do. This is what I saw on TV. Yeah. You guys, I have pictures from Hays, Texas. My friend Leah Ashley Finn. This is her in Hays, Texas. That's her and her little one Ford. But isn't that crazy? Look how gorgeous that is.
I mean, great photos, by the way.
I know.
Yeah.
Photos, Leah. You're looking good.
I love all these snow photos, but growing up with the snow, I mean, I'm in Denver now, but like
down your face.
running out and starting your car up, I'm going to have to do that again.
I'll tell you, the snow in Denver is a lot different than the snow in Chicago.
Yeah, there's sun.
Yeah, it's different. It's different.
Sun.
But it does make the holidays. I wouldn't get rid of it. I wouldn't change it for the holidays.
Amen to that.
January 2nd, it could go.
Good time.
Yeah, all right. Trending right now, a Christmas miracle for one elf on the shelf. That's right. Here is a special holiday heart threads.
With a bit of holiday magic, a hospital staff saved a family's elf on the shelf. 7-year-old Aubrey Thielen woke one morning to find Sam the elf in pieces. It appeared the family dog got too playful with him. Luckily, Aubrey's mom is a nurse and knew exactly what to do. They took Sam to Arnold Palmer Hospital for help. The team used a pair of Santa's magic gloves to fix Sam up, and soon he was good as new. Sam got to go home that night and is back on his favorite shelf just in time for Christmas.
I love these little. I'm gonna do the elf on the shelf for Lawson.
You are?
Yeah.
Oh, you have to.
I have to.
Yes,
I have to. I know a lot of people think it's lame, but it helps out with the being nice.
Yes. I think parents should work with Santa and his elves in any way they can to keep their kids from misbehaving.
To keep them on the naughty, nice list.
On the nice list.
I'm a Jew, but is Elf on the Shelf just a spy?
I think you have something on a bench.
We have Mensch
on a bench. Mensch on a bench. I watch a lot of Shark Tank. Yeah.
I just want to say for the poor elf and the family that I recently had an ER visit as well, and it was about a $3,500 bill. So I hope that the elf has good health insurance.
Yeah, does Santa provide insurance?
That one was on Santa.
Is there workman's comp? I mean, we have a lot of questions. So Santa, give us your DBL take. We'll be listening.
Right, it's it. Right, it's it. All right, guys, it's Friday, which means, of course, it's time for our blockbuster blowout. Who will win the weekend? First up, Just Getting Started, starring Morgan Freeman and Tommy Lee Jones. Check it out.
Duke Diver, resident manager of this resort community. Music! Who is that in my parking spot?
It's Mr. Diver's spot.
Mr. Diver make you wear those clothes?
There's new food on the buffet.
What the?
Whoa, we just had popcorn.
Magical. The elf on the shelf brought him. Next up, I, Tonya. It stars Margot Robbie as a figure skater. It's figure skater Tonya Harding. Check this out.
I was the best figure skater in the world at one point in time.
You call that a clean skate? Stop talking to her. That girl is your enemy.
My entire life, I've been told I wouldn't amount to anything. And you know what? Maybe I would.
All right, which movie would you rather see? Go to our website at dailyblastlive.com to vote. I don't know. I get some problems. Go for it, Cobb.
So we're hearing so much about I, Tonya, and
reviews, very good reviews.
I appreciate that. However, Tonya Harding just bugs the hell out of me. Like, it's such a metaphor for life. There are some people who see competition and they level up to compete. There are other people who see competition and they literally will whack you in the knees in order for you to level down so they don't have to compete as hard.
But I think what
drives me crazy.
But I think what the movie is trying to show is that she didn't have the upbringing to manage that stress.
I don't care.
I do care, because I think that at the end of the day, I had two great parents to teach me how to respond better and to compete fair, and maybe she didn't. And I'm not excusing behavior, but perhaps the movie can give us some insight.
A lot of people.
Well, she took away someone's dreams.
Oh, yeah.
Nancy Kerrigan could have won gold. I mean, to have a 100%. Gold medal, in your pocket's pretty cool.
Yeah,
and she took that away from her.
Totally. This popcorn is great.
It is great. It is great.
So, no one cares about the other movie.
Well, it's like, you can tell your story over and over, and it can be very sad and it's tragic. However, it doesn't excuse what you did.
And there is a picture of Margot Robbie hugging Tonya Harding at a film screening, and I was not for that.
I'll probably watch it nonetheless. All right, Daily Blast Live covers trending stories and breaking news as it happens. Ebony Steele, what's coming up?
I'll be glad to tell you, Jeff. Pope Francis is looking to make a change that impacts all Catholics. He wants to literally rewrite the Lord's Prayer. But don't you need the Lord's permission to do that? And next, a high school reunion forged in fire. An amazing story of how heroes came together to save homes in Southern California. We'll be right back.
All right, hey guys, Brett Forrest here in the DBL Digital Lounge, and I have an interesting story relating to Tesla, Elon Musk's announcement that they're making these hybrid electric semi-trucks from Tesla. And that was announced a week or two ago, and Anheuser-Busch, the makers of Budweiser, Bud Light, they announced they're going to order 40 of them. These aren't set for delivery until 2019, but they are promised to have a range of 500 miles on one charge, and they're trying to use them to deliver out of their main brewery around St. Louis, which is about 150 to 200 mile range. So it's really interesting that these large companies such as Anheuser-Busch are embracing this new update in technology. So it's not going to be till 2019, but I'm going to be very curious seeing these on the road once they come out.
It looks like a transformer.
It does look like a transformer,
Yeah.
Kelly Schubert says.
That's a good call.
Yeah.
Hey guys, so Patrick Stewart is trending right now because earlier this week, Deadline was reporting that Quentin Tarantino wants to take on the Star Trek franchise and create kind of an R-rated version of his own. And Patrick Stewart just agreed to be part of that project. Now people are freaking out because if you remember, Patrick Stewart played Captain Jean-Luc Picard in the original Star Trek series. So how do you feel about this mashup? Do you want Quentin Tarantino and J.J. Abrams taking on a sci-fi adventure? Let us know. All right, I'm going to pass it off to Connor.
Hey guys, Connor Ashley here. So a New Jersey farm is selling multicolored Christmas trees to get in that holiday festive season. As you can see here, they have a wide range. They're sold at $12 per foot. They have purples, blues, greens, reds, rose golds, and every color under the rainbow. They are very cool. Let us know if you would opt for a colorful Christmas tree or what you think about this. And if you want to see the full story, you can go to dailymail.com to see the entire thing. Alrighty guys, well we're getting ready for to come back to the show right now. We have a lot of top trending stories coming up, and we're about to start, so stay tuned.
Welcome back to Daily Blast Live, the only live show that covers trending stories live as they happen, no matter where you're watching. We've been captivated by the wildfires in Southern California and the bravery of the firefighters there. But a group of friends became heroes when they found themselves in a neighborhood engulfed in flames and without equipment or training. They stepped up and saved the day. The California wildfires sent 5 former friends into hero mode. Camarillo High School classmates Brian, John, and Matthew were just trying to find a place to charge their phones when they came face to face with the flames. That's when they saw familiar faces, Brandon and Prescott from their high school. They had driven right into the burning neighborhood. These dramatic pictures show the 5 buddies surrounded by homes engulfed in flames. The friends channeled their inner firefighter, grabbing garden hoses and banging on doors to alert neighbors and save the neighborhood.
Ryle, focus on that roof next to you as well.
Unexpected heroes at one hell of a high school reunion. Wow. Wow.
Unbelievable.
Absolutely unbelievable. We have 3 of the 5 friends, John, Brian, and Matt. They actually are here at DBL joining us right now. And I have to tell the 3 of you, on behalf of all of you, that your actions were heroic. John, I'm going to start with you and ask you, did you think at any point, like, what am I doing? Did you even consider the danger?
Honestly, the only time we actually thought that we might be in danger was when the police officers would approach us and say, hey guys, it's not worth it, just leave, you're not going to be able to save it. But we knew while we were there, we're actually making a difference with the flames. Sure. And we're actually putting them out. And so eventually the firefighters came up to us and started giving us tips, to the point where we actually had a volunteer firefighter lend us a fire hose. And some of us went on top of a roof and we sprayed down the palm tree. Wow. And we ended up saving these houses.
Wow. Incredible. Brielle, tell us what it was like fighting the fire with no protection, garden hoses, and now we learned a fire hose as well. What was that like? What were you feeling?
We were getting kind of burned, especially me when I had my shirt off at one point because it was so hot. Almost
apocalyptic, I guess you could say.
You know, we all wonder if we're fight or flight people. Obviously, you guys are fight people and amazing. Matt, what went through your mind when you saw your other friends from high school who you haven't seen in years?
I was just shocked seeing, your friends that you haven't seen in a while. And it definitely helped us kind of, stick together and, see the whole thing through.
Divine intervention.
Wow. All right, guys, how many homes would you say you saved? And big question here is, would you do it again?
We saved 3 houses and 2 apartment buildings.
Wow.
So we would definitely do it again.
John, Matthew, Brielle, and all of your friends that came together to do this, and which was unexpectedly for you guys. We want to just thank you for doing the right thing. There's so many people that may have done it another way, but we just thank you for being the heroes that you are.
Completely.
Comedian Al Jackson with a big trending story in entertainment.
This is really trending right now, Erica. This is coming in hot. This is Jurassic World, y'all. Yes. All right. Dinosaurs, explosions, and volcanoes. That can only mean one thing. The new trailer for Jurassic World is out. Chris Pratt, Bryce Dallas Howard, back as the leads, and fan favorite, I love him, Jeff Goldblum, makes his return. Check it out.
And if we're not careful, they're going to be here after.
What's scarier than, I know, what's scarier than dinosaurs? A volcano and angry dinosaurs. Jurassic World Fallen Kingdoms hit the theaters June 22nd, and I just want to know who's coming with me.
You sold me, Al Jackson. I'm in for sure.
That was a very good Jerry Maguire. Who's coming with me?
That was good.
Who's this? Must go faster. Must go faster.
Yeah.
All right, having fun on Friday. Daily Blast Live is all about what you're talking about in real time.
All you ladies out there, one celebrity is outraged over a backhanded compliment many of you and me also get. So stick around to see if it upsets you also. And on Fridays, we rate the best and worst viral videos. So where does this cosmic coup rank? Comedian Al Jackson's hilarious take coming up next.
Welcome back to Daily Blast Live, where we're all about trending topics, news, and entertainment. It's time for Rate This Video, when Al Jackson picks the craziest viral videos from the week and rates them, with a little help from Jeff Schroeder. Take it away, guys.
Thank you so much, Erica. That's right, it's Friday, so that means one thing. Rate this video with everyone's favorite comedian, Mr. Al Jackson.
How are you? Happy Friday.
Happy Friday, man. Weekend's almost here, Al. Let's get started. This one little helper may not have been so helpful after all. Check this out, Al.
Now, Jeff, I'm looking at this. This kid is so cute. I mean, you know, I was like, can we start off with just, a 5 Al emoji? But I'm like, look, that's more of like a, turquoise. We needed more of a taupe in that room.
Oh, okay.
He's gonna lose a half an Al emoji, but he still gets 4.5 heart eye Al emojis.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Still a great job. That's a good score.
That's right.
All right, Al, these next video, these chickens are out of this world, man. Check this out.
I love it because this is going green. That space shuttle, it relies on chicken poop to fly. And because it's going green, it definitely gets 4 sunglasses Al emojis.
Oh, Al feeling generous today. All right. Let's hope this next guy, Al, bought some Apple insurance. Look at this guy.
All right. I'm loving it. Now, he's got some good footwork. He tried with a soccer ball, but...
Oh! Al.
All right. Now, Jeff, I had some problems with this video.
I kind of do too.
What was your issue with it?
Bad acting?
I think I don't know if that was an active phone because no one does like this unless they're like in the first level of improv classes. I think he was lying, and because of that, he only gets 1.5 Al head bondage emojis. Let's go to the last.
That's a good score. All right, Al, this last one, it warms the heart. Look at this rescue of a dog who was stuck in icy water.
Yes. I mean, that literally warms the heart. I mean, this guy went out there. He really risked his life. And we don't do this very often, but very easily, this gets 5 Halo Al emojis.
Which means that's a Hall of Famer automatically with 5 Al emojis. All right, everybody, that was Rate This Video with comedian Mr. Al Jackson. TV personality Sam Shocker with the new trending story coming in hot.
That's right, coming in hot. And I'm not just talking about my shoes. That's for you, Arash.
Oh.
Arash, that is for you. That's for you. All right, coming in hot, the most popular emojis of the year. Apple just released a list of the most used emojis of 2017. The list includes the classic skull and the beloved heart. But the #1 emoji of the year is, drumroll please, the haha emoji. Yes, these tiny symbols have become their own language, so we wrote titles of books using only emojis and put them to the test. Take a look.
To die, bird, die hard. Die hard is the last word.
Knife, fork, pray, heart.
This emoji says, there's a too scared to fly.
To Kill a Mockingbird?
Eat, pray, love.
To Kill a Mockingbird. Yeah.
Good job, Ebony Steele. All right, guys, back to you. What's your favorite emoji?
I gotta say the #1. I'm lame. I use that crying one. That's really the only one.
#1. Oh, no.
No, jeez, Sam, it's Friday.
She's not even on the panel and she's busting your balls.
Who uses the skull? I don't get it.
I don't.
I say laugh, laugh, dead.
A Good Morning America tweet is causing an uproar.
And got a question for Google. Maybe Will Ferrell. I almost said Ferrell. Ferrell will answer coming up the big name celebs who are answering your pressing questions. And Chance the Rapper's new daytime gig as a weatherman. The video clip that's going viral.
Promotional consideration is brought.
You hang it up for a minute.
Am I able to go home then?
Skills on the prompter. Oh, we're over here. Oh, so what? Bragging about your super prompter skills?
Also, I have to ask you guys a question. Do you think Harper Lee, who wrote To Kill a Mockingbird, would be just outraged that we're using emojis for the title of her book?
No.
Okay, cool.
I think she'd be happy we're talking about it.
That's a good point.
There you go. She's, yeah.
Anyway, back to
you. You bring up an interesting topic, which was novels, our favorite novels.
Oh,
that is
great. What a novel
Jeff.
idea.
Yeah, let's just,
Wow.
Wow.
I love how in the third show you just like, that's great. That's a great topic.
Well, he's already
Gold
talked about
Star, buddy.
I was actually
favorite novel.
I was actually being sarcastic.
I'm actually
No, but actually, you know what? I don't read many novels, to be honest with you. I read a lot of inspirational, like Buddhism, like self-help, motivational stuff.
Things you can apply.
That's what interests me. But I did read The Catcher in the Rye.
I think that's interesting because there's so much great fictional storytelling in movies and television and
Sure.
serialized that I feel like with the time constraints that people have, a lot of people I think turn to how-to books and things like that, things you can get instruction out of, but not necessarily fantasy. You know?
Jeff, I think the last, how to host. I think the last, come on.
Is
the
it on
last
tape?
fantasy book I read, I think, was Hunger Games, like 4 years ago, 5 years ago.
Harry Potter books.
Or Harry Potter. Yeah, I'm reading Find a Way by Diana Nyad.
Well, let's think about what books you
It's
guys
Friday,
like.
everyone's paying attention to each other.
That's great.
Welcome back to Daily Blast Live. TV personality Sam Shocker with the new trending story coming in hot.
That's right, Jeff. Coming in hot, Google is putting celebrities to work. Stars are posting answers to the most Googled questions about, well, themselves. So how it works, ask Google a question about a celebrity and a video appears at the top of the search results. You'll hear straight from the source whether Tracy Ellis Ross can sing or if Will Ferrell speaks Swedish. Watch.
How to style your hair like Nick Jonas. It's very simple, actually. Get out of the shower, go like this, and it's done.
I am, in fact, related to Dave Franco. I am James Franco.
As long as someone is playing drums off camera and I move the sticks like I can play drums.
There's a catch. It only works on mobile devices, and celebrities are answering more questions every day. This is brand new, so we're expecting more famous faces to pop up. D-Bill Nation, who do you want to see answering your questions? Tori, I'm going to pretend to be you, and I want you to be Cher.
Okay.
Cher, can you really, could you turn back time?
If I could turn back time.
Any opportunity I can get Tori to do that, you better believe I will. Thank you, Tori Schultz.
What if, I mean, that was a great job, but what if you could really get Cher to do that? That'd be amazing.
Oh, that'd be really amazing.
All right, more trending stories in our next half hour of Daily Blast Live.
A huge change that could impact Catholics around the world. Why the Pope wants to change the Lord's Prayer. And parents, listen up. We got holiday gifts that will hopefully give your adult kids the hint. Goodbye.
I just ate some cheese. Is this somebody's?
It's my fave.
I think it's mine. I think they're mine. Everyone can have one.
These are mine.
You could have one if you bring us some cheese.
I want to give a cool fact. Is that okay?
Yes.
We were talking about Must Go Faster, and that is Jeff Goldblum. And I said, what movie? And Jen immediately said, Jurassic Park. That is true, but there's another movie that Jeff Goldblum says it in, and I want to know if you guys in the DBL Nation can think about it. Of course, live. What's that?
No, it's not The Fly.
It's not The Fly. It's actually.
No, don't give him any hints.
I won't give you any hints, but he says it in the exact same way, and it was an homage to that movie that he said must go faster.
Jeff Goldblum and I went to the same gym in West Hollywood.
And
Jen asked me, and he always drinking, and she
when you were running,
Jeff, what do you think? And the camera came back to me, and I go, no.
You must go faster. You must go faster.
A lovely younger blonde woman.
He's always with a younger blonde.
Younger blonde women in the area.
Yes. In West Hollywood, you can also go watch him play piano at a piano bar and then go up and take pictures. It's a very intimate affair.
Where?
And it's in West Hollywood, and it's delightful.
Who, Jeff Goldblum?
Yeah, every Tuesday or something. It's very
He's a man of the people.
He is a Renaissance man.
I did see his play a few years ago.
Oh.
Which one?
I forgot the name of it.
It's called Must Go Faster.
Must Go Faster. Starring by Jeff Goldblum and written by him as well.
Oh.
Do you want to hear a funny behind the scenes story?
Always.
Because
always.
Jared just asked me, he's like, dude, what's in there?
What is in there?
So
an Altoid?
Jen was doing a coming in hot, and I was drinking, and she's like, Jeff, what do you think? And I didn't have no idea she was coming back to me, and I just put a mint in, and I went.
He's got an Altoid in the bottom of his mouth.
It's minty.
And I can spit. Hey, we'll be back, guys.
Or do you want to keep making up names?
It was Independence Day. Independence Day. Must Go Faster with him and Will Smith. No one cares.
We should let them.
It's Daily Blast Live, the only live show that covers breaking news and top trending stories that are happening right now. We are live in the DBL studios where our team is busy tracking the top stories and videos right at this moment, as well as the top trending feel-good stories happening right now. All right, Chip and Joanna Gaines are bringing their magic to the kids who need it most. Patients at the St. Jude Target House. Check it out.
I'm most excited about seeing Chip and Joanna because I love watching their shows. It always takes my mind off my treatment, and I'm just so excited to see their faces.
And look at the gorgeous before and afters of the facility's dining hall. Amazing as always. And on The Late Show last night, James Corden heard that Taylor Swift was missing a backup dancer. So what did he do? He did like all late night show hosts. He sprung into action. Check it out.
I'm ready. Use me. Use me. I'll slot right in. Problem solved. And do you want me to shout because she's dead? Come in. Oh. Because she's dead! Oh, look what you made me do. Look what you made me do. Look what you just made me do. Look what you just made me do.
Yeah, and Chance the Rapper also had to sub in for a job. Today, he stopped by Chicago's WGN TV station to do the weather report. Watch.
19 still at Midway. A lot of 19s going on. Due to the Peruvian purchase, apparently Peru is in here too. Just in case I have to take some. I got an invisibility cloak. St. Louis is also a part of Illinois, apparently. Every snowflake is different. They actually have like different DNA, like people.
It's easier than it looks.
Yeah, it wasn't hard at all.
No, yeah.
I'm actually looking for a job, so.
I don't know. You think Chance wants to fill in for one of us on DBL? Jeff Schroeder, what you think?
I don't know. I think there's a good chance, Ebony Steele.
Good one.
All right, joining me is radio girl Erica Cobb, Biggest Loser trainer Jen Wiederstrom, and pop culture guru Tori Shulman. I'm Jeff Schroeder, guys, and we are live covering breaking news like snow in Atlanta causing havoc for flyers. Let's get right to digital producer Kelly Schubert with news at the moment.
Hey guys, hundreds of flights in and out of Atlanta are canceled right now as that winter weather does move through the city. Take a look at what they're dealing with here. This is a live webcam coming from our sister station 11 Alive, but I want to show you FlightAware's misery map. You can see just how bad it is in Atlanta as the weather moves through and how it's affecting other airports across the country. Delta alone has canceled at least 625 flights in Atlanta, and they are expected to get more snow throughout the day, so it could get worse. I'll keep an eye on it for you. Back to you.
Atlanta's
Thank you,
hub.
Kelly. It is a hub, yeah.
Wow, like internationally, I mean, that's a big deal.
I don't even want to start thinking about traveling, but this is making me think of travel for the holidays.
I know, and we were talking just last week about how we don't have enough pilots to even staff planes, and now the planes that are
You're giving me a panic attack. I'm panicking.
Yeah, we have to get out of here. Let's go to digital producer Raquel Villanueva with news at the moment.
Well, DBL Nation was loving the snow in Texas. Now, look at all the snowmen shared with our sister stations in Texas. It wasn't just the kids loving the snow, though. J.J. Watt of the Houston Texans couldn't get enough of the rare snowfall, tweeting about it all day and night. Now, this just came in. Let me show you a photo from our DBL Nation. This is from Angela. She says this is her snowman in Woodville, Texas, saying hi. Now, keep sending those photos our way. Back to you.
Thank you, Raquel. That's right, guys. We love to hear from you.
I want to know if the people that made the snowmans, if it's everything they hoped it would be, or they're upset by how long it actually takes to build a snowman.
Well, I think they love it. I think they love it. Get your snowman on TV. Send it to the DBL Nation. Let us know. All right, guys. Social media is on fire after Good Morning America posted this headline on its Twitter feed. For many black women, Meghan Markle's engagement offers hope. This has people furious. Christine Stansel tweeted, "Sickening. You should retract this article implying that black women can only find hope in European lifestyles is absurd and offensive. Black women aspire to so much more than seeing ourselves through the lenses of whites."
How about you're proud of her because she's a Northwestern grad with a theater and international studies double major? How about that's why you're proud? Not that she finds a man. How about you find hope in that?
Well,
that's absurd.
You know, I think a lot of times we can only be responsible for what we said. We can't really be responsible for how people choose to interpret it. In this situation, I think that the big problem is people don't like to be spoken for. But I do think it's important to just recognize the fact that this is another opportunity for a woman or a young girl of color to see herself in another capacity that she hasn't been able to see herself before. I think that we see that in, obviously we saw that in Michelle Obama. We see that even in characters such as Tiana in 2009 with The Princess and the Frog. I know there are young black girls who are watching me right now and seeing themselves in me. So I think that it's really about being able
able to see yourself. The Black Girl Magic hashtag was used with Meghan Markle, and it was run with whoever wrote this at GMA, and it was a mistake.
I just don't get why it's because she's getting a man. That's what bothered me. Why is it now that it gives hope because she found a husband? She was on a successful show for 7 years. That should give you hope.
I think what they were trying to imply, like take the black. I don't think they should have put black at all. I think that's. But I think women. I think like a woman finding a prince, like to be a princess.
I find that
is that like a Hollywood dream?
I find that old-fashioned a bit, to be honest.
Well, and I would agree with that, but I think just sticking to what the actual article, the context of what we're talking about is the idea that there is a woman of color who is in the palace for the first time in our memory, and we're seeing that. And that's what, and you can't deny that Black Twitter was very, very loud and proud about this announcement, which as a person who's in an interracial relationship, I was actually excited about because it was the first time that I've seen a relationship like this glamorized by a bunch of different types of people.
Then it should give us all hope.
Let me ask maybe a question that doesn't matter. I don't know. Would it matter if a black woman wrote that article? Would that matter at all?
I think it would. I think it would matter, yes.
She was.
I think if it speaks.
She was black. Who wrote it?
But I think the reason why it became such a big deal is because it was put out there as a headline, and a lot of people ran with the headline implying it was because she was marrying a white man. I don't know if that's necessarily what the implication was.
And maybe it's semantics, but it doesn't say all black women. It just says many black women.
But why? What hope are you getting?
It's definitely.
I mean, so there are certain things I can remember in my lifetime. I can remember my first black doll. I can remember the first black love interest on television. I can remember the first time that I was recognized as something other than being, like, for some reason, as not a token, you know? So I think that there are very significant things that should be addressed. I think that it was just very poorly done in this respect.
Okay, so the right intention, maybe the wrong delivery.
Right.
Got it.
All right, Pope Francis is considering a major change to the Lord's Prayer. Digital producer Brett Forrest with news at the moment. Brett, what's going on?
Hey, Jeff, right now, people are reacting online to the Pope suggesting a change in the Lord's Prayer. He says he wants to adjust the line, lead us not into temptation, because God does not lead humans to sin. Pope Francis hopes to revise the line to say, do not let us fall into temptation. The Lord's Prayer appears in the Bible and has already been memorized by Christians all across the world. And as a Catholic myself, this is going to trip me up. The change of wording has happened in France, and the Pope hopes it changes worldwide. Back to you.
Wow.
Thank you, Brett. And as a fellow Catholic as well, we better learn this before Christmas, because when I go to Mass on Christmas,
I don't want to be messing up.
I'm already that guy, and I don't want to be that guy. You know what I mean? Like, I know all the I pray every night, but sometimes church going, I don't want to. Listen, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All right. Tandy Newton, the actress from HBO series Westworld, is giving some advice right now. It's for all those who tell women you look good for your age. Ooh. She thinks you should say, quote, you look good for a Renaissance woman holding down everything and still managing to have a glow about you. And I put in And Tandy, at 45, you look good at any age. For sure. So what do you guys think about? Sometimes, let me say my piece at first. Sometimes as a man, you say stupid things trying to mean a compliment.
But I got to be honest with you, Jeff. I don't think this is a lot of men saying it. I got a lot of women saying it to me. They say if I'm over 30, oh my God, you look fabulous for your age, or you look thinner in person. I don't know what that means. It means I have to go eat more chocolate because I'm sad again.
But I just feel like everyone's being a little bit too sensitive. I just think look at the anchor of the phrase. You look good. I don't care how it's qualified. I look good. Thanks, man.
Jen, I think everyone's too sensitive. And she's perfect. She's in Perfect 10 magazine.
Don't think I get that comment. I get lots of weird comments, but I think people have good intentions.
I think all three of you guys are perfect. All right, Daily Blast Live. It's all about live news as it's happening. Ebony Steele, what's coming up?
All right, we got news detailing happenings right now about those wildfires in California. Firefighters right now are trying to battle the flames, but the brutal Santa Ana winds are making it almost impossible. And the latest still ahead. It's Fitness Friday. Fitness, that's what I meant to say. Our trainer extraordinaire, Jen Wiederstrom, with the reasons why it may be difficult to lose weight. And we're loving your viral videos. Here at DBL, Mom and Dad forgot the candles, but this birthday boy went with it and tries to blow them out anyway. Oh, we'll be right back.
Hi, everybody.
Oh, okay, perfect. This is trending right now from Creative Boom. Women to literally look up to, placing them on the top of your Christmas tree. Look, it's B is an angel. Beyonce is an angel with the microphone. What else we got here? Serena with her tennis racket on top of the Christmas tree. You can order these from womentolookup2.com. It's a nonprofit that aims to shine light on modern female role models. So if you head on over to womentolookup2.com, you can check out their Christmas tree angels that they have, and some of the other celebrities. There's Hillary Clinton, Beyonce, a different Beyonce, Serena. So check those out. That's pretty neat. Angelica?
Mine is real quick. This is really funny. UGG heels are an actual thing now. Ladies, would you wear them?
No. What?
UGG boots, $250.
Oh no, save them.
I would never wear them.
I love normal Uggs.
Me too.
Yeah.
We'll see if they make a comeback. Brooke? What are you guys talking about?
Oh, Lord. First of all, about the Uggs.
Would you wear them?
So my mom sent me Uggs when I went to University of Michigan. She's like, Oprah loves them. I'm like, they're so ugly. Within seconds, they're everywhere. I gotta be honest. I haven't found anything that comfortable. Do I think they're ugly? Yes.
What about heels?
Heels, that's the thing.
I don't know. It makes me feel like Skechers trying to wear Skechers that's trying with heels. Does that make sense? Like, just own your Uggness.
Yes.
Yeah.
Be the Ugg.
I like the normal Uggs, but
yeah,
not
this
these.
seems like I'm Skechers, but I'm also a stiletto.
What about male Uggs? Mugs.
Not into it. Male buns, muns, not into it.
Not into it.
Anyone else? What else are we not into?
What about
Brooke has a story.
man bun in Uggs?
I gotta go. I'm disgusted.
Yes, no, that would scare me too. I have a cool story for all you Bachelorette fans out there. The women vying for Bachelor Ari's love have been posted on people.com if you want to go take a look. I know, Angie, girl. So January, the new season is premiering, so you can go check them out right now. There's a whole slideshow of the ladies.
Any Colorado
Let's start judging.
I mean, they're cute. They look very natural, and I just want to see who's going to be.
She's gorgeous.
Yeah, I want to see the crazy one.
Yeah,
like you know, there's
see
always.
if we can. She's always from Denver.
I know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Daily Blast Live, the only live daytime show that covers trending stories live as they happen. Are you watching what you eat and working out, but still not losing weight? You are not alone. And fitness pro Jen Wiederstrom with reasons why your diet isn't working in today's Fitness Friday. Yes, Fitness Friday, people!
How can you not dance to this music?
I know, it's great theme song. All right, thanks, Erica. Let's get right to it. Jen, what's one reason someone's weight is at a standstill? I am at that. Everyone at home, raise your hand in the studio. What do we do?
I would say 9 times out of 10 when people are struggling with the plateau, it's because, and it's going to sound crazy, but you're just not eating enough. Ultimately, what happens is your body, when it doesn't get enough food, it feels like it needs to hold on to or hoard the fat as an energy store. And you're going to notice you're doing it because you're going to have low energy, it'll be hard to focus, and you'll have cravings because sugar is a really easy, accessible energy source, and that's why you want those sweets.
That's why I want those sweets.
Yeah.
Tell that to my stomach. All right, so what do you suggest?
Don't do that.
Thank you. All right, so what do you suggest we do?
So my go-to solution is put the biggest meal at the beginning of your day. Starting it with like a healthy starch, like an oatmeal is kind of what has saved me over the years, and it will save you too. It's like going on a road trip and having a full tank of gas. That's what I need you to do.
Oh, full tank of gas. I got a full tank of Big Macs. All right, what's another reason the scale is not moving?
Okay, another reason, and this is going to kind of sound counterintuitive, but you have to make sure you're eating the right foods for you. Most people are eating the wrong foods for you. You have to customize. I call it body talk. Listen to your body, and it's going to sound funny, but there are healthy foods that are not good for you either. I even had a contestant on The Biggest Loser. Her name's Sarah Gilbert. Hi, Sarah. When she started on the show, she was struggling to lose the weight, all the working out, all the meal planning, and I was like, what could it be? And I removed animal-sourced proteins and like dairy products, and the weight just started to fall off for her.
Wow.
Her skin cleared. It was a big difference.
So how do we get like Sarah? How do you know if you're eating the wrong food?
A really good indicator is how hungry you are. So if you have a meal and you're not hungry for 2, 3, 4 hours, it's probably not breaking down very well in your system. What I'd rather have you do is be hungry in about 2 hours. So pay attention to what happens as far as that goes, and honor those foods that you digest faster. You're going to see waistline change. You're going to see the scale change.
Wow, let's all get svelte together. Thank you. Comedian Al Jackson with a new trending story coming in hot.
That's right, coming in hot, an empty nest. That's right, parents, get those kids out of the house so you can walk around naked. Listen up, parents love their kids, but we know it's to a point. That's why Mashable.com has a list of gift ideas that will hopefully tell your adult kids, hey, it's time to move out, buddy. First up, and this is the first idea, I kind of like this, wrap a bunch of empty boxes. All the joy of ripping open their gifts on Christmas, and all they're gonna find is empty boxes, and you can use those boxes to pack up your stuff and leave, kiddo. Second, instead of tossing those boxes away, because you don't want to waste them, you know, how about put them in a moving truck? How about put that moving truck in the driveway full of those gifts that contain their stuff, and the message is blunt. It's like, look, the car is going in reverse and then driving down that street. You're out of here, buddy. And finally, if empty boxes and a moving truck are not enough, how about let a movie do it for you? Just let the title do it. Just pick the movie Get Out and just put it everywhere they go. Like, get the hint, get out. And if that doesn't work, change the locks. That's what the cops will tell you. Finally, Christmas is all about, you know, family and togetherness. And after all, but when the joy and the festivity and the food and everything's gone, it's time for you to get your own place, kids. Back to you.
Yay.
Hey, that was such a heartwarming holiday message.
Wasn't it nice?
Yeah.
There's a meme going around that you should wrap empty presents, and when your kids are naughty, you throw one in the fire. Be like, if you do this again, but there's nothing in them.
That's pretty good.
I'll bet.
Lawson's not old enough to understand.
Abusive.
No, I don't know. It's a good. We have empty boxes under our tree. Oh. Just because we're going to go to Chicago, but we want the ambiance.
I don't know if our HOA will let us do that.
Throw it into the fire?
Yeah.
I don't even have a fire.
All right, Daily Blitz Live loves your viral videos. Ebony, what's our DBL Nation sharing right now?
Tori, that could be tragic.
I'm sorry.
Our DBL Nation right now, they're loving this video of, this adorable tiger, cubs born at the Jacksonville Zoo in Florida. It'll be a few months before you can see the cubs at the zoo, but vets want to make sure these critically endangered cubs are healthy and ready for the spotlight. And up next, an incredible story of survival. How a woman survived paralysis to become a wife and a mother. It's beautiful. It's today's Heart Threads.
Hey guys.
Hey, welcome back.
Thanks for having me back, guys. YouTube wants us to ask Tori questions and have her answer in Cher's voice.
I love that. Who said that?
The Temeculain on YouTube.
All right.
So,
All right.
Tori,
Excellent
what are your
idea.
plans this weekend?
I'm gonna go to a dog park.
That's great. That's
Did
great.
you just try to do it?
No.
Okay.
That's just what I sound like.
Do we have any more questions?
No. Well, are you,
That was it.
are you gonna do any holiday shopping or any kind of relaxation, massage, or anything like that to take care of yourself?
If I could find some bath oils, I would take a bath.
What's your favorite Olympic event?
Fencing.
What movie are you looking
Was
forward
it
to
Cher?
seeing?
That wasn't Cher. Who is that?
Fencing. I love to fence.
Now you're changing. Now you're Southern.
What's a
now
movie
you're
you're
country.
looking forward to watching?
Oh yeah. If it doesn't start with I think she's stuck.
Tanya, it's in his kiss. It's in his kiss, Tanya.
It's too bad that Tori only knows Cher's later
Let's switch
work.
it over to Jen because Jen's got some good impressions.
Oh yeah.
Do you want me to do Dr. Evil?
Yeah. Okay.
So now you can ask her some questions.
What are you doing this weekend?
First of all, everyone get out. It's getting crowded in here. This week,
Dude.
Frau, don't interrupt. I'm gonna.
Are you going to do anything relaxing,
I'm gonna-
Dr. Evil?
I'm gonna probably go for a walk with a scarf on, and see if Mini-Me wants to go with.
Oh, that's nice.
Dude, it's definitely
What about-
fun.
what about
If we-
movies? What about
We need
movies?
2 days off.
I Tanya as well. Cher.
Could I come with you?
Yes, you could.
You see what's going on up there?
But don't bring any clones with you.
If I kidnapped Hank this weekend, how much money would you want for his?
I'll come over here. These guys are stealing
There's
the
no
show.
way you could take Hank because I have sharks with freaking laser beams on their heads. So that's never going to happen.
Would it be $1 billion?
It would take one. Remember the one when he goes, 1 million, and they all laugh at him? They're like, yeah, sure.
Like, we could get that right away.
Oh, we have fun.
This is the funnest hour.
Yeah, this is
admit it.
admit
Admit
it.
it, DBL.
You know you want
guys.
it.
Do it in your voice. Admit it.
Everyone, admit it.
Welcome back to Daily Blast Live. We're all about breaking news, entertainment, and trending topics. We're keeping tabs on the Southern California wildfires. Let's go to digital producer Kelly Schubert with a breaking news fast blast. Kelly.
I am. I'm keeping an eye on all 6 wildfires burning throughout 4 counties in Southern California right now. Check out this video of the fast-moving lilac fire burning in San Diego County. That fire has burned more than 4,000 acres just since yesterday afternoon. All the wildfires burning in Southern California have forced almost 200,000 people out of their homes and destroyed more than 500 structures. I'll continue to keep an eye on all the fires and bring you any updates as soon as I have them. Ebony, back up to you. Sorry, not Ebony.
Woman recovered from paralysis to become a wife and mom. Liz Mitchell fell from a 16-foot balcony, paralyzing her from the neck down. Doctors told her she might never walk again. Liz didn't know what her future held, but her boyfriend Brian stayed by her side.
The positive attitude she had and always a smile on her face and always working so hard, that's what made me know right there that this was the woman that I needed to marry.
She endured a long recovery, but she walked again. Then she and Brian walked down the aisle. And a few days before Thanksgiving the next year, they welcomed a baby girl. They named her Dorothy Marie, meaning gift of God.
Life has changed so much, but for the better.
So awesome.
I have to say, my mom was diagnosed with Gaucher's disease, and she stopped walking right when I was born. And for 10 years, she just never really walked. And they invented a synthesized serum, and she gets it once a week, and she walks.
And
it's like
amazing story.
It's like 2 different lives in 2 different childhoods, but seeing someone gain just the respect of standing and having someone look at you in the eye is incredible. So what a touching story.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, digital producer Raquel Villanueva with news at this moment.
We asked the DBL Nation for snow photos, and you guys delivered. Now take a look at all the pictures you sent in. I know. Lots of them are coming in from Texas and Louisiana, and there's no better way to get into the holiday spirit by building some snowmen and igloos and having some great holiday music play. Like, take a look at this little guy right there. Now, we just want to say thank you to the DBL Nation, and please keep sending us your photos. Back to you.
Thank you guys for sending in those photos. We're listening, guys, and our staff is busy tracking the stories that are trending and you're sharing. For all of you holiday travelers, the TSA has this festive and friendly reminder. Listen as we go to break.
Dashing to your gate, trying to be on time. Listen to my words to get you through this line. You grab yourself 2 drinks.
Guys, so some people thought you might be going to the holiday bar, pop-up bar that you covered earlier in the week.
So I will say this.
Okay. Tell your story.
Is this so just so you guys know, I wanted to go to the holiday store, and we asked everyone to come. Jason was invited. We were really excited, and when we went to go, it was a 2.5-hour wait.
2.5-hour wait.
2.5-hour wait. So a bunch of us went at 6 o'clock on a Wednesday. We went on a Wednesday. We thought it would be less. So I tried my hookup, being like, "Hey, it's me, Tori from DBL. If you don't remember, I did a little thing." They were like, "Please wait in line. It's 2.5-hour wait."
So and we think the maximum capacity of that little
like
pop-up bar is maybe 70 people.
60, 70 people, and it's really small tables. And I gotta be honest, it's great, but like, you know, we went to a really cool place that had Christmas lights and pretended it was also that place. And the place we went to had a stuffed tiger coming out of a neon circle, a hoop, and that was way cooler.
It's called the Mercury.
The Mercury Cafe.
It's a vegan place.
Yes, but it wasn't vegan.
Well, it wasn't totally vegan, you're right? But they specialized in vegan dishes.
And tigers jumping out of
hoops. Lots of lights. Yeah, so that was good.
Yeah, let's read some tweets on it.
Yeah, read some tweets now.
I will.
Do it now.
I am, buddy. I am. I'm getting information. What's going on?
There's a lot going on. I'm gonna clear. Talk to you soon. 5 seconds.
Welcome back to Daily Blast Live. Here at Daily Blast Live, we love viral videos that put smiles on our faces. Am I right?
Yes.
All right. Our producers, Abby, one producer, Abby, good on you, found a video of a mother and son dancing duo. We just have to share it. Check it out.
Look at her stopping.
Dude, she's...
Yes, Mama.
She's like a better dancer than he is.
She's way better than I am.
Mama's got back.
Mama's got back.
You rode the pony, yes?
I did ride it.
Ooh. This is going to be that evolution of dance,
It
right?
is. Yeah, I think so.
I just hope in 20 years people aren't saying that about us. As if we never were hip a day in our lives.
They will. They definitely will.
You just aren't born, like, you know, unhip.
I know. We had our day, Erica Cobb. We had our day.
I'm going to keep all the days. I'm going to have my day until the days are over.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
I was rocking out to my desk, and Al goes, "What are you dancing to?" I go, "Taylor Swift." He's like, "You're not hip."
Oh,
You're not hip. I know. I'm not hip anymore. Do we have a video from the funniest moment of the day? All right, let's check that out.
Ooh.
Welcome to Daily Blast Live. Get ready for the weekend because it's Friday.
Oh, Snow Angels. I'm like,
that's so cute.
See, that was good. That wasn't a funny moment. That was a good moment for all of us.
We just act out what you're probably emotionally feeling, and we have a job that allows us to do this.
I'm not sure anyone at home is feeling this.
Everybody's feeling this inside somewhere.
Because it's Friday. Somewhere.
Look at Stephanie.
Somewhere. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, and they're all happy about it.
She's doing the
Ebony's doing the hammer.
What happened?
Look at Ebony.
Oh, I love it.
All right. What is your go-to dance?
She's still going.
What's your go-to dance when you've had too much to drink?
I do Statue of Liberty.
I do a lot of elbow work.
I do the sprinkler.
No, you do not.
No, I don't. That was the only one I could think of. What's your favorite dance from Send 'em in? The stories never stop, and we don't either. We are live on YouTube and Facebook. Keep the conversation going, guys. Have a great weekend.
Thank goodness it's Friday, December 8th, and this is Daily Blast Live. We've got everything you need to know in trending news and entertainment, and it's all live right now.
The California fires have caused devastation, but heroes have emerged, including 5 high school friends who band together to save their neighborhood. Next.
Tennis sensation Serena Williams is asking the world for parenting advice. So our own Sam Shocker will share her best tips for new moms.
An elf on the shelf was rushed to the emergency room as Orlando doctors performed life-saving surgery. We've got the raw video everyone is talking about in today's Top 5.
Welcome to Daily Blast Live. It's Friday, December 8th, and we are the only live show talking breaking news, entertainment, and trending topics that you're talking about right now, no matter where you're watching. Let's get this thing kicked off with the top 5 trending topics you need to know with my girl, Sam Shocker. Take it away, girlfriend.
Thank you so much, Erica Cobb. It is Friday. Woo.
We are live. I'm here with media maven Ebony Steele, definitely feeling them Friday vibes. Everyone's favorite Big Brother, Jeff Schroeder, comedian Al Jackson, and I'm Sam Shocker, and we are a trendy news and entertainment show that is live, and we cover what is happening right now. That is our entire DBL team. They're in our studio, very busy and ready to cover news the moment it breaks. And we were
doing the Sammy.
You were doing the Sammy. Yes, you are. Good, I'll take it. I didn't know I looked that good while I danced. I certainly don't. We're going to switch gears right now. Very sad, tragic news. The wildfires continue to ravage Southern California for a 5th day. All week, we've been showing you the devastating video, and right now, this is the video that's going viral. Rescue workers risking their own lives to free as many of the horses at this training center as possible. It's from the Lilac Fire in Bonsall, California. Thankfully, most of those horses were saved, but not all of them were. And I know that's so hard to hear. It's so hard for me to even see that footage because clearly they're so scared. But again, let's focus on the positive. There was dozens and dozens and dozens of horses at this facility, and thank God those brave people did save the majority of them. But this is the aftermath of fires. It's heart-wrenching.
I know. Yeah, it's like they put their lives on the line twice. It's like not only they battling fires, but they're trying to contain
wild horses.
Wild horses.
Yeah.
And like I don't think you really appreciate how big a horse is until you get close to one.
Or how strong.
They're gigantic.
They're not wild. They're race horses. I meant just, you know,
but still, they're wild animals, but they are race horses.
Right.
Yeah.
And I was watching something last night that was saying that in California, you know, the firefighters are some of the best trained in the world. And so we definitely want to give a shout out to all of those that are helping out with that. But just think about and when we see the horses, there's so much that you can train on. There's so many different types of incidents that they're going to be. So to put their lives, I'm sure they didn't train for, hey, if something with a horse farm happens. So they are really putting themselves out there. And poor the horses are scared. You can't
even think about it. I can't even think about it. I'm just grateful to all the volunteers.
Yes,
we are live. We're going to go
right
to our digital producer, Kelly Schubert. She's following all the new developments on the fires. She has a fast blast. What's going on, Kelly?
Yeah, President Trump has just ordered federal assistance as 6 wildfires burn across 4 counties in Southern California. Take a look at this live picture we have from Ventura County. This is where the largest fire is burning and has burned more than 130,000 acres. Look at that smoke. The fire has destroyed more than 400 structures and is still threatening 15,000 right now. It's just 10% contained with 88,000 people still evacuated right now. And in San Diego County, the Lilac Fire, that has burned more than 4,000 acres in just 24 hours. Look at the video. You can just see how out of control the flames are. Right now, firefighters, they are trying to take advantage of the calmer winds before the Santa Anas pick up again this afternoon. I'm keeping an eye on all these fires and we'll bring you any updates throughout the show.
So sad. Thank you so much, Kelly. And of course, our thoughts and prayers go out to everyone devastated with the fires. And here's how you can help at home. The Red Cross is taking donations to help with the evacuation centers, or United Way chapters in LA and Ventura have fire relief funds as well. All the info, of course, is on our social pages. And if you're in that region, you can also leave out buckets of water for the wild animals. They will come there.
Yes.
There's been photos of wild animals going to get the water. They are exhausted. Their homes are also destroyed.
And to put a positive spin, those Skirball fires that we saw yesterday on 405 by the Getty. My buddy was showing me some pictures this morning. He was driving to work, and those all seem to be put down. You know, so
wonderful.
At least somewhere they're contained.
I can't wait till they're all contained. And as California deals with fires, some parts of Texas are dealing with snow. That's right. You heard me correctly. Texas dealing with snow for the first time since the 60s. Our digital producer Raquel Villanueva, she has news about this right now.
So parts of Texas woke up to a blanket of snow today, and even though it caused traffic delays and closures, some people were loving it. Like JJ Watt of the Houston Texans, he couldn't get enough of the rare snowfall, tweeting about it all day and night. Our sister stations in Houston and San Antonio shared viewer photos of pets loving the weather too, like this dog right here that you see, and kids couldn't get enough of it too, getting into snowball fights, some even seeing snow for the first time in their lives. DBL Nation, if you have photos of snow, send them our way. Back to you.
I love that Texas has snow and we here in Denver, Colorado don't.
Right.
What's
crazy about that? Well, I guess it's going across the South, and I think it's wonderful because I think everybody should see snow at least once in their lives, even if they're from the South. And my dad hit me this morning in Atlanta, and he went outside, and that's my dad's house in Atlanta.
Beautiful.
And he's like, "Oh, look how pretty the snow is."
Oh my, it looks cozy
it's like a postcard
in there.
almost,
it looks like a postcard.
Now, I'd like our Texas viewers to correct me if I'm wrong. I thought there was snow at the Super Bowl when it was at Cowboy Stadium. Wasn't there a crazy snowstorm?
Leon Lett did the Angel?
Right.
I mean, it snows there once in a while, but it's rare.
All-Star.
They were saying certain parts of Texas had not seen snow.
And that was southern Texas. I
In
guess
a
Dallas
while.
is
Right, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, all right.
Al, the fact checker over here.
Yeah, jeez. Now we remember. I love football.
Trending right now, a Christmas miracle for one elf on the shelf. That's right. Here's a special holiday Heart Threads watch.
With a bit of holiday magic, a hospital staff saved a family's elf on the shelf. 7-year-old Aubrey Thielen woke one morning to find Sam the elf in pieces. It appeared the family dog got too playful with him. Luckily, Aubrey's mom is a nurse and knew exactly what to do. They took Sam to Arnold Palmer Hospital for help. The team used a pair of Santa's magic gloves to fix Sam up, and soon he was good as new. Sam got to go home that night and is back on his favorite shelf just in time for Christmas.
Yay, he's okay. He's got some bandages, maybe some bruises, but he's okay.
He's got good insurance through Santa.
I know.
My buddy one time had.
I want that insurance.
My buddy has children, and quick story, he put them up on the light fixture, and it started on fire. Yeah, hold your ears, kids. Yeah. It started on fire and fell down, and the kids went bananas. So we could have used that surgeon, or he could have used that surgeon.
Yeah.
Right, but
that Christmas.
Right? Did he survive the fire?
My friend went out, and suddenly a new elf came back.
Wow, that's great.
Just in time for Christmas.
So he kind of no, he didn't survive.
He had elf on the shelf replacement.
And put him right back together with that magic little dust that doctor used.
Almost like Humpty Dumpty. What was Humpty Dumpty sitting on the wall for? Do we know?
Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. I don't know the rest.
You don't know the rest.
I forget. Something.
Right.
Put the pieces togetger.
All the king horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty back together.
What's the capital of Wyoming?
Okay, what?
I
don't get it.
Me neither. I don't know.
Oh
I thought we were talking about elves.
It's Friday, thank goodness. Which, of course, means it's time for our Blockbuster Blowout. All right, so who will win the weekend? First up, Just Getting Started, starring Morgan Freeman and Tommy Lee Jones. Quite the cast. Check it out.
Duke Diver, resident manager of this resort community. Music! Who is that in my parking spot?
It's Mr. Diver's spot.
Mr. Diver make you wear those clothes?
There's new food on the buffet.
What the?
Ooh, oh, and we got some popcorn. Thank you so much, Lexi. You guys don't get popcorn. Next up, there they go. I, Tonya. It stars Margot Robbie as figure skater Tonya Harding. Let's take a look.
I was the best figure skater in the world at one point in time.
Call that a clean skate? Stop talking to her. That girl is your enemy.
My entire life, I've been told I wouldn't amount to anything. And you know what? Maybe I would.
Wow.
That looks really cool.
This movie looks so great, and I saw some of the other background stuff that's going along with it. And Tonya Harding, they showed her on the red carpet seeing the movie, and she said herself that she was portrayed quite well.
And Margot Robbie, you know, was also seen hugging her and embracing her. Margot Robbie has also said she has a lot of sympathy and
She's
empathy.
the one that's playing her, right?
Empathy
Right.
for her after playing her. But how do you have empathy for someone that took away
a gold medal?
My question is this. Do you remember when OJ tried to write that book, If I Did It, Here's How I Would Have Done It? And
Right.
they said he couldn't do it because he would have profited off of that.
Right.
Is she not profiting off of an
I think
assault
so.
that she did? I'm going to see the movie. I'm just asking.
I'm going to see the movie too.
I'm going to see it. It looks really good, but I'm just questioning.
Yeah.
Let's ask our DBL Nation. Let's see which one would you rather see. It looks 72%.
Wow.
I, Tonya. All right. Cool. And we got to go?
That's it.
Oh, we're going to be right back. Daily Blast Live covers trending stories. Breaking news as it happens. Erica Cobb, I promise I'll never knock your knees out, girl. What's coming up?
I hope not.
Please don't, Eb. I'll do the same for you. All right, so Pope Francis is looking to make a change that impacts all Catholics. He wants to literally rewrite the Lord's Prayer. But don't you need the Lord's permission to do that? I'm sure he knows better than I do, so I'll just let it go. And next, a high school reunion forged in fire. An amazing story of how heroes came together to save homes in Southern California.
Hi, how are you guys? We're going to start with Kelly because Kelly's great and ladies should go first. Okay, so this is actually, it's from Cosmo Magazine, amazing, and I see Johnny Depp, so this obviously has to be the prequel to Harry Potter.
So this has been trending.
Let's do the whole thing in an accent.
For a while, because the movie's so highly anticipated. So we know Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them was a huge acclaimed movie. You know, you see the continuation of Harry Potter. Well, the most controversial thing is actually the casting of Johnny Depp, because that actually came in correlation with his abuse allegations against his wife. So a lot of people have come out saying, you know, why are you casting him in this role? And people have been really outraged. And actually, J.K. Rowling, who we know from Harry Potter franchise, stepped up and actually defended his casting, saying that when she was thinking of this character, she had him in mind. She thinks that he's a perfect fit for it. So it's
she's not going to change it.
So she's not going to change it. He was already in the first one. He will have a larger role.
Well, that was
in the
that big
second one.
reveal, right? I mean, for anybody that hasn't seen Fantastic Beasts,
Spoiler alert.
I don't want to.
I still haven't seen it yet.
You haven't?
No, not yet. I still haven't seen it. It's on my DVR.
But there is a reveal with Johnny Depp at one point in the movie, and that's why when Kelly's at
So he's already established in the brand. And
Yeah.
I think that's where the controversy is. How would you take
Yeah,
that
I mean, what do you guys think? I mean, we've been talking about this for a while. I mean, even Kevin Spacey has been removed from House of Cards on Netflix. Is this in that same vein?
How do you separate artists from reality? and
Right,
character?
or do you agree with JK's decision to sustain him as that in that role, or do you disagree with her? And let us know. Give us your DVL take.
Sierra, she thinks Johnny Depp will be great. Sierra
does?
Yeah.
Well, listen, it's Johnny Depp. He's amazing, but like
He's an
Kelly,
amazing actor.
but Kelly said, do you separate art from work? And these are allegations, like you know. So it's tough, and I think that we should get to the bottom of them before we remove him from roles. Anyway, so sorry, Connor.
No,
Delayed.
that's right.
Oh, this hairdryer matches your shirt today.
I know, right? It's a Swarovski encrusted blow dryer,
Oh my
and it's
gosh.
$10,000.
What?
But you get a year of free blowouts, and 100% of the proceeds go to the Humane Society.
Who's blowing out my hair? And does that include tip?
I think it was, there's certain ones depending on your location. I bet you it does include tips. So.
It does include tip. Because imagine being the blowout artist and you're like, yo, Jen's cheapskate. I'm like, well, I paid $100,000 for the blowout and the blow dryer, and it's, what do you think? If I had $100,000 though, I'd do it. Oh, we gotta go.
Welcome back to Daily Blast Live, the only live show that covers trending stories live as they happen, no matter where you're watching. We've been captivated by the wildfires in Southern California and the bravery of the firefighters there. But a group of friends became heroes when they found themselves in a neighborhood engulfed in flames and without equipment or training. They stepped up and saved the day. The California wildfires sent 5 former friends into hero mode. Camarillo High School classmates Brian, John, and Matthew were just trying to find a place to charge their phones when they came face to face with the flames. That's when they saw familiar faces, Brandon and Prescott from their high school. They had driven right into the burning neighborhood. These dramatic pictures show the 5 buddies surrounded by homes engulfed in flames. The friends channeled their inner firefighter, grabbing garden hoses and banging on doors to alert neighbors and save the neighborhood.
Ryle, focus on that roof next to you as well.
Unexpected heroes at one hell of a high school reunion. Wow.
Unbelievable.
Absolutely unbelievable. We have 3 of the 5 friends, John, Brian, and Matt. They actually are here at DBL joining us right now. And I have to tell the 3 of you, on behalf of all of you, that your actions were heroic. John, I'm going to start with you and ask you, did you think at any point, like, what am I doing? Did you even consider the danger?
Honestly, the only time we actually thought that we might be in danger was when the police officers would approach us and say, hey guys, it's not worth it, just leave, you're not going to be able to save it. But we knew while we were there, we're actually making a difference with the flames, and we're actually putting them out. And so eventually the firefighters came up to us and started giving us tips, to the point where we actually had a volunteer firefighter lend us a fire hose. And some of us went on top of a roof and we sprayed down the palm tree, and we ended up saving these houses.
Wow. Incredible. Brielle, tell us what it was like fighting the fire with no protection, garden hoses, and now we learned a fire hose as well. What was that like? What were you feeling?
We were getting kind of burned, especially me when I had my shirt off at one point because it was so hot. Almost apocalyptic, I guess you could say.
You know, we all wonder if we're fight or flight people. Obviously, you guys are fight people and amazing. Matt, what went through your mind when you saw your other friends from high school who you haven't seen in years?
I was just shocked seeing, you know, your friends that you haven't seen in a while, and it definitely helped us kind of, you know, stick together and, you know, see the whole thing through.
Divine intervention.
Wow. All right, guys, how many homes would you say you saved? And big question here is, would you do it again?
We saved 3 houses and 2 apartment buildings.
Wow.
So we would definitely do it again.
John, Matthew, Brielle, and all of your friends that came together to do this, and which was unexpectedly for you guys. We want to just thank you for doing the right thing. There's so many people that may have done it another way, but we just thank you for being the heroes that you are.
Completely.
Fitness pro Jen Wiederstrom with a major trending story.
Wow.
Jen.
Amazing story, guys. So dinosaurs, explosions, and volcanoes. Oh my. Well, that can only mean one thing, of course. The new trailer for Jurassic World is out. So Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard are back as the leads, and fan favorite and my secret boyfriend, Jeff Goldblum, is returning too. Let's check it out.
And if we're not careful, they're going to be here after.
What's scarier than dinosaurs? Could it be a volcano and angry dinosaurs? At least Chris Pratt's super hot still, huh? Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom hits theaters June 22nd. Who's going with me?
I'm in.
I got to move.
All right, you gonna go?
I can't wait.
Everybody here?
I like the last one.
I love dinosaurs.
Let's be about it. Daily Blast Live is all about what you're talking about in real time. Erica Cobb, what's coming up?
Well, all you ladies out there, one celebrity is outraged over a backhanded compliment that many of us also get. Stick around to see if it upsets you as well. And on Fridays, we rate the best and worst viral videos. So where does this cosmic coupe rank? Comedian Al Jackson's hilarious take next. And we love this viral video with more than 4 million views. This kitten climbs in his bowl because that's what you do when you're hungry and sleepy at the same time.
Hey guys, it's Jason from the digital team. You guys are coming in with all kinds of comments, which we love. Jacoby Rose on YouTube says, I don't know why people want snow so much. It's a mess on the roads, especially down there. Car accidents will be seen everywhere. Hashtag Debbie Downer. Wah, wah. Well, Jacoby, I agree. I grew up in Boston, and it's fun to see at Christmas, but then after Christmas, I'm not so into it. So it really is more hassle than not. You should go up to the mountains if you want to see snow, and then escape it for your day-to-day activities. That's just my opinion, though. Annie Bloom on Facebook's it's supposed to snow in Virginia tonight and possibly tomorrow. Well, I hope you guys enjoy that for the holiday season. Ellis Walker on YouTube, for all affected in the fires, please stay safe and be careful. That's very nice, Ellis. We echo those sentiments. Tamara Gibson says, sweet story about fixing the elf on the shelf. Yes, I thought that was a sweet story as well. Sierra McKenzie on YouTube says, just getting started looks so funny. I think so too. Listen, I'm telling you, those old guys on wacky adventure movies always do really well, so I'm sure it'll be a fun romp. You know, similar to that, we just did an interview, which we're going to show later on, with Henry Winkler and William Shatner, who are on a new NBC show premiering soon about Henry Winkler, Terry Bradshaw, William Shatner, and who's the fourth? Oh, George Foreman. 4 old dudes that go on adventures all over the world together. It's actually, I saw the first season on NBC last year, and it was really, really funny. They're actually, they kind of put themselves in insanely crazy situations all over the country. Henry Winkler was riding a camel, which is pretty funny when you think about the Fonz on a camel. How is that not funny? But I just wanted to read some more comments. Oh, Mary Ment's Facebook. Love that story. I think she's talking about the elf on the shelf. And Tamara Gibson says, I love this story. I agree with Jeff. We need positive stories. Listen, that is our #1 goal here, is to try and mostly give you guys uplifting stories. I mean, we try to track whatever's trending, and life is not always positive. But, you know, in the midst of even some controversial topics, our goal is to strive to be positive. We are all human. We are all passionate. Sometimes our passion may supersede our positivity. But I think we can all agree that there's a lot going on in the world, and for all of us, staying positive all the time is not the easiest thing. So we just want you to know that we are with you. We're always striving, and sometimes we need you guys to lift us up. So keep your comments coming.
This video when Al Jackson picks the craziest viral videos from the week and rates them with a little help from Jeff Schroeder. Take it away, guys.
Thank you so much, Erica. That's right, it's Friday, so that means one thing. Rate this video with everyone's favorite comedian, Mr. Al Jackson.
How are you? Happy
Good
Friday.
Happy Friday, man. Weekend's almost here, Al. Let's get started. This one little helper may not have been so helpful after all. Check this out, Al.
Now, Jeff, I'm looking at this. This kid is so cute. I mean, you know, I was like, can we start off with just a 5 Al emoji? But I'm like, look, you know, that's more of like a, turquoise. We needed more of a taupe in that room.
Oh, okay.
He's gonna lose a half an Al emoji, but he still gets 4.5 heart eye Al emoji.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Still a great job. That's a good score.
That's right.
All right, Al, these next video, these chickens are out of this world, man. Check this out.
I love it because this is going green. That space shuttle, it relies on chicken poop to fly. And because it's going green, it definitely gets 4 sunglasses Al emojis.
Oh, Al feeling generous today. All right. Let's hope this next guy, Al, bought some Apple insurance. Look at this guy.
All right. I'm loving it. Now, he's got some good footwork. He tried with a soccer ball, but...
Al.
All right. Now, Jeff, I had some problems with this video.
I kind of do too.
What was your issue with it?
Bad acting?
I think I don't know if that was an active phone because no one does like this unless they're like in the first level of improv classes. I think he was lying, and because of that, he only gets 1.5 Al head bondage emojis. Let's go to the last.
That's a good score. All right, Al, this last one, it warms the heart. Look at this rescue of a dog who was stuck in icy water.
Yes. I mean, that literally warms the heart. I mean, this guy went out there. He really risked his life. And we don't do this very often, but very easily, this gets 5 Halo Al emojis.
Which means that's a Hall of Famer automatically with 5 Al emojis. All right, everybody, that was Rate This Video with comedian Mr. Al Jackson. Pop culture guru Tori Showman with the new trending story coming in hot.
That is true, coming in hot. The year's most popular emojis, according to Apple. So the list includes the classic skull and beloved heart. But number 1, anyone want to guess, goes to... Well, you can see it on the screen. It's the haha emoji. These tiny symbols have become their own language, so we wrote titles of books using only emojis for our hosts to guess. Take a look.
To die, bird, die hard. Die hard is the last word.
Knife, fork, pray, heart.
This emoji says, there's a 2, okay, too scared to fly.
To Kill a Mockingbird?
Eat, pray, love.
To Kill a Mockingbird. Yeah.
All right, my favorite emoji, the face palm emoji. Back to you guys.
Big story.
I don't use that one a lot.
I don't.
What's your go-to? Mine's the crying.
We gotta go, Al.
Thumbs up.
All right. A Good Morning America tweet is causing an uproar. And got a question for Google? Maybe Will Ferrell will help answer it. Coming up, the big name celebs who are answering your pressing questions. And Chance the Rapper's new daytime gig as a weatherman. The video clip that's gone viral.
Promote.
Welcome back to Daily Blast Live. Pop culture guru Tori Shulman. She's got a new trending story coming in hot.
Coming in hot, guys. Google is putting celebrities to work. Stars are posting answers to the most Googled questions about themselves. So here's how it works. Ask Google a question about a celebrity and a video appears at the top of the search results. You'll hear straight from the source whether Tracy Ellis Ross can sing or if Will Ferrell speaks Swedish. Check it out.
How to style your hair like Nick Jonas. It's very simple, actually. Get out of the shower, go like this, and it's done.
I am, in fact, related to Dave Franco. I am James Franco.
As long as someone is playing drums off camera and I move the sticks like I can play drums.
All right, there is a catch. It only works on mobile devices. So this is brand new. We're expecting more famous faces to pop up. But DBL Nation, who do you want to see answering your questions? Jeff, Gary Busey answered he is single. Back to you guys.
Oh, love it.
Not single. I just want to hang out with him.
He does seem like a fun guy. I want to have a shout out to 56 It's Me on Facebook. They say, love Jeff's balanced and balanced comments. Ebony, thank you for reminding us we're individuals and have varied opinions, not just as a group. I don't agree with myself sometimes from day to day.
Awesome.
Thank you.
I have one as well.
It's Me.
Thank you. That was very nice. And Karen Boyle's Shield also wrote, this is what I saw when I came home last night. My neighbors built this snowman in front of my apartment in Kyle, Texas.
Wow. Wish we could build a snowman. More trending stories in our next half hour of Daily Blast Live, including a huge change that could impact Catholics around the world, why the Pope wants to change the Lord's Prayer. And parents, listen up. We got holiday gifts that will hopefully give your adult kids the hint it's time to move out. All that and more coming up.
It's Daily Blast Live, the only live show that covers breaking news and top trending stories that are happening right now. We are live in the DBL studios where our team is busy tracking the top stories and videos right at this moment, as well as the top 3 feel-good stories trending right now. Chip and Joanna Gaines are bringing their magic to the kids who need it most. Patients at the St. Jude Target House. Check it out.
I'm most excited about seeing Chip and Joanna because I love watching their shows. It always takes my mind off my treatment, and I'm just so excited to see their faces.
And look at these gorgeous before and afters of the facility's dining hall. Amazing as always. On the Late Late Show last night, James Corden heard that Taylor Swift was missing a backup dancer, so he sprung into action. Check it out.
I'm ready. Use me. Use me. I'll slot right in.
problem solved. And do you want me to shout because she's dead? Come in. Oh. Because she's dead! Oh, look what you made me do. Look what you made me do. Look what you just made me do. Look what you just made me do.
Yeah, you can't unsee that either. And Chance the Rapper also had to sub in for a job. Today he stopped by Chicago's WGN TV station to do the weather report. Watch.
19 still at Midway. A lot of 19s going on. Due to the Peruvian purchase, apparently Peru is in here too. Just in case I have to take some. I got an invisibility cloak. St. Louis is also a part of Illinois, apparently. Every snowflake is different. They actually have like different DNA, like people.
It's easier than it looks.
Yeah, it wasn't hard at all.
No, yeah.
I'm actually looking for a job, so.
Clearly, it's not as easy as it looks. Now, Sam, do you think that Chance would stop by DBL and maybe fill in for us?
I think there's a really good chance of that, Erica.
Nice.
No, I doesn't deserve that, but thank you. Joining me is media maven Emily Steele, everyone's favorite Big Brother, Jeff Schroeder, comedian Al Jackson, and I'm Sam Shocker. Let's get right to it. Social media is on fire. Let me tell you, after Good Morning America posted this headline on its Twitter feed, quote, "For many black women, Meghan Markle's engagement offers hope." This has people furious. Christine Stansel, for example, tweeted, "Sickening. You should retract this article implying that black women can only find hope in European lifestyles is absurd and offensive. Black women aspire to so much more than seeing ourselves through the lens of whites." I was talking to you, Ebony, earlier, just if you, as a black woman, was offended.
Yeah, they call this disgusting. I don't know if you would call it disgusting, but I was a little bit offended. And Meghan Markle, she identifies her mother, well, her mother's black, her father's white, and she doesn't identify with either. And she said this openly because she doesn't want to exclude either race, and she calls herself biracial, period. So that's her stance. I think when you group people into an entire group and say that, hey, this is how this certain group of people feels, that's very, very unfair. I think if we wanted to look for hope, we should look for it in just strong women, period. Not the fact that they have to be black, Latina, whatever, because we could say that we found that hope with Michelle Obama. So can I see both sides? I'm going to say no on this one, just simply because if you're going to say, you know, it's giving hope for black women, say it's going to give hope to biracial women, because that's what Meghan Markle calls herself.
And I think it was tone deaf. I think if we would have a conversation, because then somebody could have chimed in and said, well, perhaps she's the first woman of color to reign in as a royal, but that's actually not a fact. But I'll get to that. So, but to have it as a headline is offensive, because you can't have dialogue really surrounding a headline. You just read it. But Meghan Markle isn't the first black royal family member. It turns out...
Slick Rick.
Queen Latifah?
No, it turns out that the wife of King George III, who was queen from 1761 until her death in 1818, was of mixed race. So there you go.
I just got your joke.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
We're going to move on to Pope Francis. Pope Francis is considering a major change to the Lord's Prayer. Digital producer Raquel Villanueva, she has news about this right now.
Yeah, right now people are reacting online to the Pope suggesting a change in the Lord's Prayer. He says he wants to adjust the line to lead us not into temptation, because God does not lead humans into sin. That's what he's saying. Pope Francis hopes to revise it to this: do not let us fall into temptation. The Lord's Prayer appears in the Bible and has already been memorized by millions of Christians all across the world. The change in wording has happened in France already, and the Pope hopes it changes worldwide. Back to you.
Can you change a prayer? I didn't even know you could.
That's interesting.
They've been so I'm Catholic. Thank you for the tip, Raquel. And I go to church, unfortunately, on Christmas and Easter. You know,
you better get ready.
I pray every night. I do pray every night. But when I go to church, sometimes they change things from the following year, and I'm like, Our Father, and I'm like, and I kind of put. Well, I know. I mean, I know the verses, but then they change little things like that. So thank you for the tip. I'll be ready this year.
First time they kind of mumbled around.
That's what I'll be doing.
Moving on to Thandie Newton, the actress from HBO series Westworld, is giving some advice right now. It's for all those who tell women, ugh, you look good for your age. She thinks you should say, quote, you look good for a Renaissance woman holding down everything and still managing to have a glow about you. Yes, Thandie. And at 45, honey, you look good for any age. I agree with her. I think when people say that, or when people say, that's just condescending, right?
It is. Don't you wonder, like, either, like, are you really trying to offend me, or do you really not know? And I don't know which which one's worse.
Well,
I think people really don't know.
I'm going to defer to Jeff on this one because, you know, you talk about positivity a lot. And I think that sometimes if people see you, sometimes they don't know what to say. So they may think that what they're saying is not offensive. Because I've had people to say that as far as my age is concerned. I have a heavy voice and I started in radio. People tell me, oh my gosh, I thought you were tall and, you know, maybe overweight or, you know, but seeing you, oh, you're better, you look better in person than your pictures. And so it can be offensive, but I think that we are all out there trying to look and do our best. So we're always having an ear for people to comment on how we may look.
Are there any comments that ever, great
You
point,
look
are there
terrific, Ebony, today.
Just today? Really?
See, I knew it. You know what?
What about yesterday?
You bring up a good point, though, because sometimes
any
men...
comments irk you, though?
No, sometimes men say stupid things like that. You could get yourself in
like
trouble.
Relax. Never tell a woman to relax. That just, I see red. I want to...
But I think sometimes people mean for it like to be a compliment, and it just comes out the wrong way.
I know after shows people come up and, hey, they'll be like, hey, pretty funny. And I'm like, why'd you have to put pretty in there? It's just weird, like these little words that kind of just like throw it off
and
a little
I'm
bit.
sure it always has good intent, minus the relax comment. That never has a good intent.
Well, my grandmother...
I was about to say relax to her, but I was like, she's too close to me.
I know, it's too close.
I grew up in Birmingham, Alabama. My grandmother, Flora McGee, had the Charm Modeling and Etiquette School. So I'll tell you two things she always told us. If you're ever questionable about whether someone's pregnant or not, don't ask. Don't bring it up. Like, are you expecting? Unless they bring it up, don't ask. And number two, if you see two women together and you can tell that they look alike, don't ever say, is that daughter, mother? Just say, are you guys kin? Or is that your sister?
Kin?
Are you kin?
Well, are you all related?
Are we in a Lincoln Log House saying this?
That's good. Hey, DBO Nation, let us know what irks you. Certain phrases, statements. We want to know what you have to say. We're going to go to digital producer Kelly Schubert. She has news at this moment.
Hey, guys, I do. At least 500 flights are canceled at Hartsfield-Jackson Airport in Atlanta because of this. Check it out. It is snowing there, and it is pretty intense. This is a live webcam coming from our sister station, 11 Alive. 700 other flights are delayed right now, and it doesn't look like it's going to get better soon. So I'll keep you guys updated. Back to you.
Ebony, you're not heading home because sometimes you do on the weekend.
I do. I'm not going to Atlanta this weekend.
Lucky you. You would have. Your flight probably would have been canceled.
One thing,
not fun.
When your flights are canceled, it's nothing you can do is just sit there and be mad.
Yep.
The airport will hunk
I'm going to Miami. No snow down there.
You are fun.
East.
Oh man, God, a day in the life of Al Jackson. Everybody. Serena Williams is assembling a social media mom squad. She tweeted, "Fellow moms, how long did you breastfeed? Is it weird that I get emotional when I even think about when it's time to stop?" The tennis pro had baby Alexis just 3 months ago. Oh, they are so cute together.
They are.
Wow. Yeah, I totally understand where she's coming from because I went back and forth. How long should I breastfeed for? Will I be able to last? You know, because sometimes your supply doesn't last. I'm at 6 months right now, still breastfeeding Sophie, and sometimes you just don't want to, and that's totally okay for the moms out there that choose not to.
So if you were given a message to Serena, what would you say? Tell her.
My message would be to keep going, because I know for me personally, when I started breastfeeding, it was tough because Sophie wasn't latching properly, but as we've gone on, we've developed a really good nursing relationship, and you really do produce oxytocin when you are nursing, and it makes me feel so good. It makes her feel bonded, and a health thing that I just recently learned from a fellow mommy was that your breast milk actually will recalculate its components, its nutrition, if your baby is lacking any antibodies at that particular moment, which is fascinating.
That is
But
great.
again, moms, do you. We have enough on our plates. Just do you, because if you feel good about yourself, you'll be a great mom. Whatever that may be, whatever that is.
I call it a super sexy mom. Daily Blast Live is all about live news as it's happening. Erica.
New details happening right now about those wildfires in California. Firefighters right now are trying to battle the flames, but the brutal Santa Ana winds are making it almost impossible. The latest is still ahead. And it's Fitness Friday, so our trainer extraordinaire, Miss Jen Wiederstrom, with the reasons why it may be difficult to lose weight. And we are loving your viral videos, so keep them coming to DBL. Mom and Dad forgot the candles, but this birthday boy went with it and tries to blow them out anyway. We'll be right back.
All right, guys, we got 2 minutes and 30 seconds to back to Fitness Friday.
What's up, DBL Nation? Leo Rydell here to break a trending story. It's actually on Twitter, and the highest paid rapper of 2017 is P. Diddy. Diddy made the top of the 2017's highest paid musicians, but he hasn't even released new music. Now, how is he doing this, you ask? He is actually signed with Ciroc and has many other deals that he's got going on besides music. Now, he's a business mogul, and this is how he has climbed to the top of the ladder. DBO Nation, does this surprise you? Tell us, who are your top musicians for 2017? Shakar, what you got going on over there?